Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hope y'all doing well. What is this? Why I got this thing in the screen, man? What is this? What's good? Hold on one second, man. Let me go back. Let me go up here. Hold on one second, man. I got to figure out why. All right, that's what that is. All right, let's get rid of that. Get that off the screen. What's going on with y'all, man? Good morning. Mr. Richards in the building. What's happening? Mr. Elam in the building. What's good? Ray Patterson, what's happening? Windy City Assassin, what's good? Chris Brooks in the building. Yes, sir, man. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Christopher Brown in the building. Dark Truth, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Ray Patterson, I would like to send a dozen of ducks to Bud's camp. Look, man, y'all some disappointments, man. They some disappointments, man. Y'all out here selling this malarkey, man. They full-time selling BS, bro. Full-time selling BS, man. Stop it. Stop the clout chasing, man. Death to clout chasing. We must stop clout chasing. It's worse than global warming. Clout chasing is the new global warming. Man, I done heard some silliness, bro. Man, I done heard some silliness, man. Some real silliness, bro. Real silliness, man. Mr. Positive, sir, what's going on, man? How you feeling, man? Give me 1 second. I got to let my dogs inside, man. Give me 1 second. I messed up. Hold on 1 second. Stone Alone in the building. Hey, Stone Alone. I just did a video for you. Make sure you check out that video, brother. Just support, just how I just shouted you out in the video, man. Stone Alone in the building. What's good, brother? He said top of the morning for 9 in chat. Happy holidays to you all. Yes, sir, man. Happy holidays to you, man. All right, so we're back here, man. Let's get rid of some nonsense, okay? From what I heard, if Spence fights Thurman, the IBF will strip him. And is that, man, that's stupid. No, Chris Brooks is stupid. That's stupid. Not you, stupid. That's stupid. We're now getting into the realm of stupidity. Now, fortunately, I have the tape of what Bozy Ennis said. Bozy Ennis said that the WBC beat them and that after whoever he fights, that is whoever Errol Spence Jr. fights, there's going to be 120 days from that. No, the IBF is not going to strip him of the IBF if he's fighting a WBC mandatory. No, he is not. No, they will not. That is ridiculous. What Bozy Ennis said was, he said, the WBC ordered their mandatory and they beat the IBF to the punch. But after we win, after Jaron wins the interim title, Errol Spence Jr. will have 120 days to fight Jaron after the guy that he fights next. The only problem is this. There's the WBA as well. So the IBF, more than likely, it'll be 120 days after he fights the winner of Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis. More than likely, it's going to be that. The IBF is third in line. The IBF is third in line. And on top of it, it's not a mandated until they actually mandate the fight. But I got to look at the rules for the interim title again over there. But no, man. No. And I listen, hey, man, I heard, I said, my God, man. What's going on, Crypto Zorro? How you feeling? Crawford will KO Boots, no problem. Feed him to Crawford. He'll take care of him and drop them back off at the PBC. That's what I want to see. Exactly. That's what should happen. No, look, no, don't get no. I'm going to tell you right now, I like what Crypto says. Now, I'm not talking about the outcome of the fight and whether or not Jaron Ennis will beat him in a fight. No, but that's who he needs to fight. Errol, Terence Crawford needs to fight Jaron Ennis. For me, in my opinion, he needs to fight Jaron Ennis as a voluntary. As a voluntary, not as a mandatory, as a voluntary. Like I keep talking about, well, you know, his mandatory is coming up and Errol can move up. No, it's not Cap. What's Cap about it? That's who he needs to fight. Errol has to fight that dude after he fights Keith Thurman and after he fights probably Virgil Ortiz. Either Virgil Ortiz or Stanionis. So why can't Bud do something and fight one of these guys? He's the number 2 rated guy right now in the IBF. What's the problem? What's the problem? He's right there in the rankings. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me show you. I'm going to go to the boxing scene rankings. I'm going to go to the boxing scene rankings. Rankings. Official rankings. At welterweight. Hey, just a fan in the building. Thank you, brother. Said, Merry Christmas, Team Bud. Yes, sir. Shout out, Team Bud. Shout out to Team Bud. But here we go. Oh, that's right there. Hold on. All right. So here we go. Let's look this up. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay. Let's look at this. All right. So you see this? Right there. See that name right there? That's Jaron Ennis, number 2 for the WBO. Number 1 for the IBF, number 2 for the WBA, number 3 by the IBF. Every other one has Virgil Ortiz and or Keith Thurman in the top 3. All right? Errol has to fight this guy first. This guy, Virgil, is probably going to be or could be his next mandatory after those guys make that fight. So Errol may have to get rid of this guy. Or actually, let me be real. Errol has to get rid of this guy for Terence. He has to get rid of this guy for Terence. Right? So what is wrong with, so who's Terence going to fight? Terence going to fight Alexis Rocha, Cody Crowley, Speedy Rashidi Ellis, Giovanni Santilli, Blair Cobb, or maybe he can go to Yordanis Ugas. Yeah, that could happen, right? Or maybe he needs to go to Obara or Yo-Yo Shima. This guy right here is about to get beat by Jaron Ennis, so he's out of there. Or maybe he can go down to Liam Taylor. That is probably who he's going to want to fight, Liam Taylor right there. Oh, yeah, he's going to try to get there to Liam Taylor. Charles Shinima, or the guy he already beat, David Evanesian. So since he's got to fight somebody, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with Iran? What's wrong with Iran? What's wrong with Iran? He's the highest rated guy in his weight class, in his division. That's available. That will be available. Because Keith Thurman's not going to be available. More than likely, Keith Thurman's not going to be available. More than likely, Virgil Ortiz is not going to be available. And he dang sure isn't going to be BLK Prime. So what's the problem? So what's the problem? Hold on. So what's the problem? There shouldn't be a problem, should there? Roger Shaw, who wants to know? I don't know. I don't know. It depends on why you want to know. Why you want to know? I don't know. Are you a bill collector? I don't know. Are you a bill collector? I don't know. I'll remember. Why you want to know? Hey, I don't see or hear a problem. Yeah, there ain't no problem with it. So what's the problem? What's the problem? Hey, man, Mike Kirkland in the building. What's going on, bro? Because you lying? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Oh, no, that's Roger Shaw. Nah, then Roger Shaw didn't say that. Me, because I'm new to Cash App. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's me. You talking about this right here? Hold on. I'm going to tell you the Cash App right here. My bad. Here's the Cash App right here. That's my Cash App, brother, right there. But yes, that's my name. That is my name. However, I don't think my name is on that. I thought my name was on is Fanon on that. But yeah, this is the Cash App right here, brother. Thank you for this. Thank you. But because I knew, hey, you asked me my name, it had to do something with some money. Am I paying or am I getting? What is it? Hey, thank you, brother, for the support, though. Mike Kirkland in the building said, happy holidays, Fanon and chat. Yes, sir, bro. Thank you, brother. Hold on one second. Where is mine? Hold on one second, brother. I can't leave you out. I gotta get my phone to do that. Give me a second. All right. What's up? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Oh, man, that's a big dollar holler, brother. Thank you, man. Roger Shaw out here like a mug, man. Thank you. Oh, snap. Nigga, you spent me $400. I mean, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, man. Thank you, sir. And Merry Christmas to you, man. Thank you for that, man. That's a big one, brother, right there. Roger Shaw in the building, brother. Thank you for the big $25, man. That's that big orange, bro. Thank you, man, for that support, man. Means a lot, man. Much love in that super chat. Jeffrey Brooks said, I missed my super chat. Sorry, brother. Oh, yeah, I did. Adrian Austin, much love in that super chat. Adrian, thank you, brother. And Jeffrey Brooks said the problem is Keith Thurman and Boots Ennis is in-house fights for Errol. That does make a world of difference. No, Boots is not an in-house fight for Errol. Nah, Keith is an in-house fight for Errol. Jaron Ennis is not an in-house fight for Errol. He is not man. He's not with the PBC. He's not with the PBC. He's not with Al Heyman. So nah, man. Much love in that super chat to Adrian Austin and Jeffrey Brooks. So nah, they're not in-house. Keith Thurman is an in-house fight. Jaron Ennis is not a PBC fighter, man. Mike Kirkland in the building. Thank you, brother. And always on cue with the big 20. Thank you, brother. Said happy holidays, man. Thank you so much, brother. Happy holidays to you, man. Thank you for that support, man. Thank you. Y'all kept the lights on in 2022 around this mug. Thank you, brother. That's why we don't miss. That's why we try not to miss days, man. That's why we try not to miss days. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. Back to the last comment that, yeah, Boots is with Showtime. He's not with PBC, and he's not with PBC. He's not with Al Heyman. So that's not an in-house fight. Nope. The question is whether or not Showtime will let him go over to BOK Prime for a fight, which they probably would do. I don't know why Steven Espinoza wouldn't let him do it. Why he wouldn't let him go fight for a championship over there. Hey, did you notice that Bud only calls out Errol when he knows Errol was unavailable for a fight, car accident, eye injury, or quiet otherwise? Absolutely. Look, I already told you. Hey, Mo 21 in the building. Thank you, brother. Look, man. You already know what it is, man. Junior in, stop it. He did not. He has his next. Errol fought his mandatory. He fought a mandatory. Whatever. Yeah, time to fight his mandatories. So you want Errol to fight everybody, and we're never going to get that fight. If you want Errol to fight Keith Thurman, and then you want him to fight Stanionis, and you want him to fight Jaron Ennis, who is Terence Crawford going to fight? Nobody, right? So just leave him alone. So go away. Retire. Because those guys are all of the guys in the division to fight. Virgil Ortiz, the winner of Virgil Ortiz, Stanionis, Keith Thurman, and Jaron Ennis. Those are all the top contenders that there are in boxing. So you want Errol to clear out all of the top contenders again. You know what I'm saying? You want him to clear out all the top contenders again, because that's what he did. He cleared out Keith. He cleared out Danny Garcia. He cleared out Kell Brook, Sean Porter, your Danny's Ugas, Danny Garcia. He cleared out all the top contenders one time. Now you want him to go clear out all of the other contenders again. Why Bud fights nobody? I'd like to see a good Bud fight. I'm a Bud fan. I'd like to see him in a good fight. Why don't y'all want to see him in a good fight? You waiting on him to fight who? Just sit around and call out Errol. Oh, well, we're going to wait for Errol to get done with all of that, and then, then Errol. Well, I don't care who Terence Crawford fights. Let Errol fight everybody, and then he'll fight Terence, because Terence is number one. Man, come on, man. Get out of here with that, man. Fight Ennis, bro, so we can have a good fight. That's a good fight. Are you trying to tell me that's not a good fight? That's not a fight you're interested in seeing? Right? That's not something that people be like, man, what's going to happen? What's the odds? Who do you think is going to win? Andre Ward's going to give his opinion. And, hey, Fanon, keep that pressure on. Bust Bud's pipes. He's definitely lost a lot of his shine, bro. And they trying to make it up, too. Much, Mr. Already in the orange. Orange is the color of the day. God dang, thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you. Thank you, brother, for that support this fine morning. No, Terry Smoot is never serious. Do not take Terry Smoot serious about anything. No. Herbert Johnson in the building. What's going on, brother? Thank you for that support, man. Hitting me with the 10-piece. Said John Boy, Lone Star, Mike, K, C, Dewberry, Zenith 360. Everybody else that supports the best show on YouTube. Happy holidays, Fanon. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you, brother. Nah, seriously. Nah, he ain't serious, bro. You ain't. I didn't even know what you read. I didn't know what you said, and I know you ain't serious. The fact that they had to ask me if you were serious means he wasn't no serious. He wasn't serious. Don't pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to look. About to get schmooted. Don't get schmooted. He out here schmooting you, bro. Don't let him schmoot you. Don't let him schmoot you. You know what I'm saying? Mike Kirkland in the building says for Herbert Johnson. Thank you, brother. Anytime support, brother. Thank you, man. Oh man, Bud doesn't bring anyone that Spence wouldn't bring. Doesn't bring anyone that Spence wouldn't bring. Look, here's my deal. I want to see Undisputed. The fastest way to Undisputed is for Bud to literally fight somebody, and not wait around for Errol to beat them all. You got another great champion in the division. What is their problem? Why can't he fight one? Why can't he fight these guys? That doesn't make any sense. Herbert Johnson in that Cash App with the Big 10. Thank you, brother. And my man Herbert Johnson said, salute, bro. Thank you, man. With that pin, that big $10 holler in the Cash App, brother. Thank you, man, for the support, bro. We sending Christmas wishes out through the Cash App, too. I should have killed this. Hold on one second. I got to kill this light, man, because this shit is doing funny stuff. Is that too dark? All right, there you go. All right, that shit went in. Okay, that's back in focus. All right. So I'm about to do that. All right, yeah, that's a little better. A little less light, but less bright in my face on the screen. Okay. Negative. The fastest way to Undisputed is to make Crawford, Spence and Crawford for May or June. You can't make it. It's not the fastest way because the WBC already has it mandated. That's not Undisputed. He'll get stripped. No, that's not the fastest way, Chris Brooks. Because if Errol fights Terence, the WBC can strip him. No, it's not the fastest way. The fastest way at this point is for Errol to fight Keith Thurman, Terence to fight Jerron, and then Errol to fight, if he has to fight Stanionis or Virgil Ortiz, then he got to fight Stanionis or Virgil Ortiz. That's it. That's the fastest way to Undisputed. Now that the WBC has ordered the fight. Unification does not trump mandatories if they already tried to do it. No, it did trump the mandatory until Bud turned down the fight. When Bud turned down the fight, they ordered the mandatory. He can't go back to it and be like, well, Bud wants to fight now. They're like, no. But we waited on Bud before. We waited 6 months. No. How can they have any faith? How can they have any faith that Bud is going to fight? You know what I'm saying? So no, the fastest way is for Bud. In my opinion, the best thing that could happen is that Bud fights Boots. That way you get rid of one of Errol's mandatories. Right? If he gets rid of the mandatory, there you go. He doesn't have a mandatory against Boots. Right? Because Boots would have lost, which means they have to get a new number one in the IBF. So that mandatory is gone. If Errol and Terence can agree to fight after that, they may be able to pay step aside money for the WBA. That's what should happen. Not this silliness, bro. Bud fans don't want Bud to do anything. They cool with him fighting duds like Amir Khan. Bro, I'm serious, man. How many more bum fights you going to have, man? I mean, for real, how many more? We just had David Abanesian. And let me tell you, man, do not act like some of y'all said this in my comment section. Man, don't come around here acting like David Avenetian is the same thing as fighting Keith Thurman. Stop it. Stop it. Ain't no way that is the same thing. like, my God. Man, y'all are in my I got dudes in my comments saying, yeah, well, Keith Thurman's just David Avenetian is just as good a fighter as Keith Thurman is. What? No, it is not. No, he is not. Are you serious? Subjugated Truth said, peace be with you and your family, Fanon, on this holiday season. Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's silly. He lost. The man lost to Lamont Peterson. The man lost to Lamont Peterson. You think Keith Thurman is losing to Lamont Peterson? Easily to Lamont Peterson? Come on, man. Come on, man. This dude is a two. You think at any point in time in David Avenetian's career, he's going to beat Sean Porter and he's going to beat Danny Garcia? Really? He's not beating Mario Barrios. David Avenetian's not going to beat, he's not beating Regis Prograis. He's a C-level fighter, man. Please. Do not act like Bud just did something. It's silly. Like, because somebody hit Bud with a body shot. Well, Bud got hit by a body shot before. And I guess it's possible, but really? You actually believe that? That came out your mouth and you believe that? You don't believe that, bro. None of y'all said that, believe that. None of y'all saying that, believe that. Y'all out here just, talking about what you talking about. Lamont lost to Khan. Triangle theories don't work. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Lamont, that triangle theory does work for me. If Lamont Peterson lost to Amir Khan, right? Where's the triangle with Keith Thurman? Did Lamont Peterson fight Keith Thurman? No. Keith Thurman's not in that triangle. In the triangle that you're talking about is Amir Khan the only triangle you can make out of that is Amir Khan lost to Terence Crawford and David Avenetian lost to Terence Crawford. Because Lamont Peterson never fought. Lamont Peterson never fought Terence Crawford. And Lamont Peterson never fought David Avenetian. There is no triangle there. Would you like to try again, Mr. Jabbar? Because there's no triangle there. Errol, Lamont Peterson fought Errol, not Terence Crawford. I said that Lamont Peterson would beat David Avenetian just off the fact. A matter of fact, hold on. Lamont Peterson beat David Avenetian. So and Amir Khan lost, and Terence Crawford lost to Amir Khan, and Terence Crawford beat Amir Khan and David Avenetian. Lamont Peterson beat David Avenetian and lost to Amir Khan. They all lost. Doesn't matter. The triangle then, there's that triangle, is whether or not Lamont Peterson would be able to beat Terence Crawford. Because you would be saying, Lamont Peterson beat David Avenetian, so Terence Crawford beat David Avenetian, or Terence Crawford beat Amir Khan, and Amir Khan beat Lamont Peterson. That means Terence can beat Lamont Peterson. Is that the triangle you're talking about? The triangle between Terence Crawford, Amir Khan, and Lamont Peterson? Is that even a triangle? Because I guess if you were going to do that triangle, Hey, that doesn't even make any sense. I'm having a hard time getting to the triangle and how that applies. What I said was David Avenishan can't beat Lamont Peterson. That's what I said. And if you think he can, good luck. Good luck. Maybe he can now. Yeah, maybe can now. But David Avenishan's trash, bro. Just come on, man. And on top of it, he got knocked out with one hook. One hook. An uppercut and a hook. He's not going the distance with Keith Thurman. More than likely, he's not going the distance. Terry Gamble, what up, Fanon? If Crawford fights Ennis, Errol would fight Ennis for undisputed. Errol, yeah. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind it. Let's make it happen. Yeah, you got to explain to me that triangle theory stuff because I didn't get. Where's the triangle? It's hard for me to judge any triangle there because there's no triangle that involves. Yeah, I don't get your triangle theory because all I'm saying is David Avenishan is not a good fighter. David Avenishan lost to both Lamont Peterson and Terence Crawford and Aegis Calvin-Alcus. All three of them beat him. You know what I mean? Oh, and as far as, by the way, as far as Lamont Peterson beating Lamont Peterson losing to Amir Khan, kind of. He kind of lost to him. I thought he won that fight. Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's cherry picks. Triangle theories works in terms of level. An elite fighter always defeats a mid-level fighter. Triangle logic line files between fighters at equal level. Yeah, I mean, that may be fair, but at the end of the day, you got to get in the ring, bro. And I'm just not trying to hear nobody, Sergey. I don't want to hear that you think David Avenishan is some real competition, man. Get out. Like that in some way is equal to Errol fighting. Like Keith Thurman is a tune-up or something. Like, oh, don't fight. Errol's just, he's just taking a tune-up with Keith Thurman. Man, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know he didn't win. Oh, hold on. What? He did win? Did he really win? Hold on, bro. Did he? You know I'm old because I thought he won that fight. Hold on, man. Man, please tell me, bro. I better, because I don't remember every fight, who won every fight, bro. So let me see. Oh my God, he beat that dude. There you go. Sorry about that, bro. Man, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yeah, Lamont beat him here. Yeah, dude, that whole thing just fell apart right there, bro. Let me go back. I almost need to go back and correct myself on that one. Who said that again? Sorry, bro. Yeah, could have sworn he did. Like, yeah, I thought he won the fight. Like, hold on. I remember the thing in the fight, and I thought he won. So Lamont Peterson beat Khan. Yeah, so there you go. That light up leaves the window, bro. You know what I'm saying? He beat Amir Khan, and he beat David Avenishan. Come on, David Avenishan is not a Lamont Peterson level fighter, bro. He's not that level of fighter. He's not a Virgil Ortiz level of fighter. He's not a Stanionis level of fighter. He's a garbage fighter. I mean, he's a UK domestic. Well, I don't know. He's a Russian. I guess he's a Russian fighter, but please. Jeff Campbell dropped the link, bro. Drop the link to what? I only want smoke today. I can't get no smoke. And Errol destroyed Lamont. There you go. Errol destroyed Lamont. Lamont beat David Avenishan. There you go. So there you go. Terence, Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao, bro. That's not a tune-up fight. That's a legit fight, bro. Hey, he said he's an Armenian, Russian, UK level fighter. Like, come on, man. I don't want to see any more trash fights, bro. I don't want to see any more trash fights. I don't want to see any more tomato cans out of Bud, man. I've had plenty of tomatoes. I've had plenty of tomato soup, bro. Plenty of tomato soup. I don't like and I want no more. No, And Crypto Zorro, is that you that said that before? And better than Josito Lopez? Who's better than Josito Lopez? You're fucking tripping. Josito Lopez will mop David Abanesian. Are you crazy? You think David Abanesian is going to beat Josito Lopez? Yeah, okay. Sure. Make the fight. Make the fight, bro. He is completely a shot. He's a completely shot fighter, and I'll still take him over David Abanesian. Riverside Rocky is retired. I will still take Riverside Rocky over David Abanesian. He will mop David Abanesian. Are you tripping? He'll mop David Abanesian. David Abanesian will get mopped by Danny Garcia. David Abanesian will get mopped by Speedy Rashidi Ellis. He will get mopped by, man, please. Man, please. Man, I got my money on Gervonta. Hey, if he fought David Abanesian, I got my money on Gervonta Tank Davis in that fight. Lipinets will beat David Abanesian for sure. Custio Clayton. I'll take Custio Clayton over David Abanesian. I'll take Custio Clayton. Hey, but it may be a good fight. I don't know. Who you got? You got him or Custio Clayton? I'll take Custio Clayton. I'll put money on Custio Clayton. Who Lopez beat? Who did David Abanesian beat? Man, shut up. Go to BoxRec and check out who he beat, man. Go to BoxRec and find out who he beat, man. I don't feel like quoting that man's BoxRec to you, man. When was his last KO? You tell me. What? You tell me. When his last KO? Man, go away, bro. I'm going to block you. You keep talking, I'm going to block you. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no David Abanesian. He cut it out. All right? You trying to walk all down the block. now instead of talking about Lamont Peterson, because you was wrong about Lamont Peterson losing to Amir Khan, now you want to bring the subject around to what Josecito Lopez would do. Bro, Josecito Lopez did not beat Keith Thurman. Josecito Lopez lost to Keith Thurman. Whatever, man. Last time I checked, he lost. Last time I checked, Keith Thurman beat Josecito Lopez. Man, can y'all stop? It was close. I don't care. It was too close for what? Man, shut up. Like, for real, man, go away from me. I'm going to block you. I'm about to pull out the blocks. All right? I'm about to pull out the blocks. Stop talking for a minute. You too got to stop talking. Stop trying to sell silliness. I don't want to block you. I got to put you on timeout, bro. Okay? You got suspended. Let me tell you why you're suspended for 5 minutes. Blatant silliness. And I'm not interested in this conversation. Lopez ain't even knocking down sparring partners. So what? We're talking about Keith Thurman. We're talking about Keith Thurman. Go away. 5 minutes. Nah, they get suspended for 5 minutes of silence. Trying to talk about, oh man, Josecito Lopez. Dude, we're not talking about Josecito Lopez. We're talking about Jaron Ennis and Keith Thurman and Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. You have now tried to run everybody down a rabbit hole to justify how good Josecito Lopez is. Man, go away, bro. Fanon, we had to put you on the duck list. What duck list? What duck list? You got me on the duck list, bro? Y'all couldn't afford me. Man, I'm like Demetrius Andrade. I ain't wasting my time. Hey, Terry Gamble, my bad, said, I'm sorry, Fanon. I can't see Crawford as number one pound for pound by a long shot, bro. Oh, no. Oh, last night? Oh, nah. Something came up. I didn't see him. Much love in that super chat. Nah. I didn't duck. I didn't see him because I left. I got in a comment. Dude, I was talking to somebody to I had a very long conversation with my mother. So I didn't do that because I got on a call with my mother. I had like a 2.5 hour conversation with my mother. So I couldn't. I was like on the phone. I was basically on the phone all night. So I couldn't do that. However, I will tell you that next time next time we can plan, I will definitely jump on there. But you know what I mean? Ain't no ducks in here, man. Ain't no ducking here. Not with y'all. I wouldn't duck y'all. New to the channel, love listening to debates. I was one of the photographers at the Crawford Avenetian fight. Love being close to the action. One of my favorite sports. Hey, that's what's up, Matt Bills. Hey, I'm glad that, man. That's what's up. 2 links dropped, a paddle of ducks. Here you go. Hold on, though. For real? That's the quality. That's what you got to be doing a duck. There you go, Rise Podcast. Hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link, Rise. It's right there, bro. Hit that link. Damn, right there. I got you right there. I just sent the term sheet. It's right there. I just sent a contract right there. No duck. There you go. There's that link. Hit that link, bro. Hit that link. The contract's right there. If you didn't get a copy, there you go. There you go. He said, I'm in the, oh, the duck. You ducked me, son. You ducking me, son. You in the, come on, man. I love it. The contract's right there, bro. The contract's right there, man. You on the duck list now, bro. You on the duck list, man. And hey, ain't gonna lie, I paid up front. I hit you with $100 super chat. So I paid up front. You already got the money. No word. Matter of fact, what's your cash app, bro? I can go find your cash app now. I'll go, let me send something today. Oh, yeah, I got your cash app. Hold on. I'm gonna pay you up front. Here you go. Hold on now. Let me go here. Because you know how we do. Watch this. I'm paying ahead of time. There you go. And you see this, right? See that, right? I'm broke, bro. So you know. Pay. Yeah. Hey. See that? You sent. I don't want to put your name on there, bro. I sent to Mr. Cobbs. There you go. Paid up front. Come on, man. I paid for the fight. You got your BLK Prime money. Yeah, don't duck that smoke. Hey, come on. I said, remember when Z-Side Bud was Z-Side about Derry Jean and complaining him to Errol, comparing that to Errol's win over Peterson? Yeah. Except Lamont beat Derry easily. Duckford collects more cans than the dude outside the liquor store near my house. I'm telling you, bro. Huge duck. Much love in that super chat. Look, man. Bud got to fight somebody. Now it's over with, man. Stop. You can't do it no more. You got to fight somebody next. If you can't fight Errol, screw all that Errol talk. Fight Jerron. You got to fight somebody, man. You got to fight somebody, man. You got to fight somebody, man. You got to fight somebody. Like, and let's leave Errol's name out of the matter. Hey, brother, thank you for that orange in that super chat today, brother. Thank you, man. And there's that day. Here's a link for one person at a time smoke. Because I know cats ain't out here. So look, Rise Podcast ducked me. They got their money up front, and they still didn't show up to the fight. But that's all right. I'll be around. You know what they want to do. They want to fight over there in Baltimore where they can stack the deck on me. That's all right. You know what it is. Anyone heard from Jared Hurd lately? Nah, man, I haven't. So yeah, you ducking the smoke. I just paid the money, man. I just paid the money. Smoke only on that link. Because y'all know y'all don't want it. Oh, okay. So else besides Finis, you want what? Okay, so who else besides Ennis you want him to fight? You giving one choice. Yes. Got that shit right. I'm giving him one choice. Who didn't duck the smoke? That's what's up.
We don't do no ducking for now. We don't do no ducking.
Yeah. How you
no
feeling,
ducks
Mary?
Over here.
Man?
No, I just want to say thank you for your support, man. Appreciate you shouting us out, man, and always showing us love, though.
Oh no, man! It is what it is, brother. You guys deserve the shout out. Y'all do me credit. This Cask, I can send somebody to go over to see a channel. That is an excellent channel. Y'all know what you're talking about. Even though Squeeze, even though I agree with Coach Squeeze, but dude, it's a great channel, brother. Great channel. I just got to figure out how I can get a ticket to that fight for less than $9 million. So but I got to pay for my ticket, bro. I gotta pay for my ticket. I don't ask for that. What'd you say?
Make sure you come through so we can link up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be there, man, for sure.
I think
you breaking up. You're breaking up.
Bad in this mall.
Yeah, it is. You're breaking up.
I just want to chime in, let you know we ain't no duck. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. And I'll be tuning in the comments.
Oh, that's what's up, man. And hey, I'm gonna come back by the Rise. You gonna be on tonight? Well, I'm sorry. Hey, if you on tonight, man, I'll come back by the show. He said, showing love to the big bro Fanon got me cracking up here in the UK. Love when Fanon on smoke. Keep up the work and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hutchman, 1984. Thank you, brother, for that support. Yeah, man. It's all good, man. It's all boxing talk at the end of the day. It's all fun at the end of the day. But somebody asked, what other choice would I give? But none. I went through everybody in the IBF. There's nobody else. There's nobody else in the IBF that is a good fight for him. That's it. It's Jerron. That's it. If you cannot fight Errol, fight Jerron. Otherwise, move up to 154 pounds, and I can see who's in the WBO rankings at 154 pounds. You want me to look at that? I'll go look at that. Hold on one second. You want to, the WBO. You want me to look at the rankings for the WBO? Hold on. Look, I'm telling you, like, who else is there for him to fight but Boots? And I mean it, man. Like, who is there besides him? Man, come on, man. My computer tripping. Here, I'll go down manually. Here you go. All right. So look, again, here are the rankings for the welterweights. There you go. Much love in that super chat. So you got Virgil Ortiz. You got Virgil Ortiz. He can't fight Virgil Ortiz because Virgil Ortiz is fighting Stanionis. There's Jaron Ennis. He's available. You can't fight Keith Thurman. No, I don't want to see him fight Alexis Rocha. Alexis Rocha already lost to Rashidi Ellis, which to me is like, how in the world is Alex Rocha ranked ahead of Rashidi Ellis, even though Alexis Rocha lost to Rashidi Ellis? Hold on a second. Yeah, he already lost to Rashidi Ellis. So this gets not Alexis Rocha, because for some reason the WBO has a guy ranked ahead of somebody that beat him. Like, how does that work? How does this guy, his only loss came to him, and Speedy Rashidi Ellis is undefeated, but for some reason Alexis Rocha is ahead of Speedy Rashidi Ellis. Is that anywhere else in that situation? Alexis Rocha is not there. Because I don't think Alexis Rocha, Speedy Rashidi Ellis is not ranked in that. Wow, that's weird. He's not ranked there that I can see. And Alexis Rocha is not. Yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, so no, definitely not this guy. Because this guy already lost to this guy. Cody Crowley, no. I mean, he's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I like Cody Crowley, but no. Giovanni Santelli, no. Blair Cobb, no. Yordanis Ugas, if his face is healed up, but this would probably be more acceptable than anything other than this. So far, this would probably be the second most acceptable one is Yordanis Ugas. Not Obara, not Yo-Yo Shima. Not this guy's going to lose in a second because he's about to get knocked out by Jaron. Liam Taylor is probably the most likely guy that'll fight this guy. And then Charles Shin, no. Then who's at 140? Let's go up here. WBO, he could fight Tony Harrison, I guess. This guy, I think this dude is about to be I think this guy's about to be a mandatory for him, but whatever. So not him. Charles Conwell. I mean, maybe Brian Castano. If he wants to move up and fight Brian Castano, I'd take Brian Castano. If you want to fight Brian Castano. Yeah, that's about it there. Maybe Brian Castano or Tony Harrison. If Tony Harrison or Brian Castano, I take that. Definitely not Josh Kelly. What is Josh Kelly doing up there? Ahead of Brian Castano. These dudes be on something. What is that? Ain't Josh Kelly the one that David Abanesian beat? But whatever. So we go down to 140. Teofimo, who's the champ? Yeah, is it Josh Taylor, Teofimo, Jose Ramirez? This is the biggest. This dude is a duck. This dude is like duck of the month right here. Barboza or Cottrell? Nah. So nah, none of these guys are as good a fight as this guy right there. Jaron Ennis. And if you don't take in consideration anything going over here and you just say, okay, who's Terence Crawford going to fight next? It's Jaron Ennis. So why wouldn't you want to see Jaron Ennis? Why are you trying to push Jaron Ennis off on somebody else? The 120 days starts from the date of Errol's next fight. Whenever he fights next, the WBC mandatory, from then it's the 120 days. Or if the WBA and the IBF talk and the WBA says, nah, our fighter was first, it could be 120 days from the date of the it could be 120 days from after him fighting the winner of Virgil Ortiz or Stanionis. Who knows? Like I read the rules, and I'm telling you, them rules are real. Man, they got a lot of leeway in there to do whatever they want to do. Subjugated Truth in the building. He said, Bud will only fight Errol by example. If Errol's next two fights are tough, then Bud will see Errol is beatable, and then he'll fight him. Look, man, his next two fights are going to be tough. All his fights are tough. All his fights are tough. But I don't care. But let's leave Errol out of it. Let's just leave Errol out of it. and say, okay, just assume for a second that Errol Spence Jr. retires. Who should Terence Crawford fight next if Errol Spence Jr. is not available for the year? Let's just say for some reason, all of the sanctioning bodies that are behind them say, hey, guess what? Errol's not going to fight in 2023, and we're okay with that. Then what for Bud? He doesn't fight Jerron. He doesn't fight Virgil. He doesn't fight. Who do you want to see this man fight that is not Errol Spence? Nobody. But who do you want to see Errol fight that's not Terence Crawford? I want to see him fight Jerron. I want to see him fight Virgil. See, that tells you right there that's why Bud ain't going to get no 30%. Because don't nobody care who he fights. Even his fans. You know what I'm saying? Much love in that super chat, bro. And like I said, that smoke is right here. Right there in the comment section. Right there, right there, right there. Except for Rachel. I don't want that smoke. I ain't gonna lie. That's a little too much smoke for the kid. Terry Gamble said, they said you are what you eat. I will say duck fighters are what they fight. Bud is fighting bums. I mean, you know, you hate to call people bums. I hate to call people bums because whatever, I can't beat them. But I know this, he's not. I want to keep hearing why everything's on Errol. If Terence Crawford really wants to fight Errol, get one of those mandatories out of the way. Get one of the mandatories out of the way. Much love, Terry Gamble, for that support, bro. Thank you, man. Cal Coolett in the building said, real spill. I appreciate your honesty and unbiased logic when it comes to this boxing. You are a real one, Fanon. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Fanon, you read Rachel's question below? No, I didn't. I got to get something on her so I can see it. Oh, say, hi. You read the rules. You see that Choi is champion in recess and Alicia is fighting for the vacant WBA for undisputed. You read the rules? Yeah, I read the rules. No joke. You see that Choi is now a champion in recess and Alicia is fighting for the vacant. No, that's a duck. So they wanted to get out of that whipping, huh? Hey, man, subscribe to my man. Hey, that's what's up. They want to get. That's good. I like that. Congratulations to Alyssa Bumgardner for being able to get a shot at a vacant undisputed title. Now all I need is for somebody else to drop theirs. Sosa Smith said, "Can you post my link for subs?" Oh yeah, you got it right there, brother. Thank you, man. Much love, brother, but don't pay me for it, bro. Much love. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Yeah, it's right there. You can already do that. Hey, man, can y'all go hit this like real quick to my man, Upper Echelon Sports Bar. Hit that link and then put a 1 in the chat when you hit that link. Y'all act like the fight won't happen, Bud versus Spence. Bumpy Stansken. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen next. It's not going to happen next. No, it is not. Man, by the way, man, I'm sorry. Let me get back to that big 40, that big orange in the building, man. This big orange. Cal Coolett. Let me give you that double gone for that, brother. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, I saw it. I'll keep a lookout more. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. We got the ones for you, brother. You let me see this, man. Let me go to this link real quick. Appreciate you, Upper Echelon, man. Now, don't do me dirty now. Don't do me dirty now. Don't go getting them. You already got 1,000 subs, bro. What you need people going over there for? You already got 1,000 subs. You out there killing it. You can probably monetize, man. Look, I'm not saying the fight's not going to happen. I'm just saying it is not going to be happening at least until the end of the year. And what would really help it happen by the end of the year is if Terence Crawford would fight Jerron Ennis. Do something, bro. Fanon, you get that call to fight Crawford, my money on you. Nah, fight Crawford? Nah, why would you vote? Man, come on, man. Let's be real. Do not ever vote on me beating Terence Crawford in the fight. I don't believe I can beat up Terence Crawford. I don't. Fanon, you know I've been here even when that BS happened. Yeah, I know that. Hey, man, dude, first of all, let me correct on that BS, bro. Nothing happened. That's a bunch of people yapping their mouths is all that is. Nothing, bro. I already told you I got sick. I explained all that other stuff, bro. That's nothing but cats grandstanding, bro. A bunch of grandstanding and a bunch of cats trying to cause a bunch of stupidity. Now, the only thing that I ever said was like, bro, I never needed you. I never needed you. And I told people that I don't need you. So all that other stuff was whatever. I mean, that was my message. I talked to everybody involved. I don't need you. Let's not get confused between like me wanting to do this and me having to do this. I don't have to do it. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. You don't have to beat them. Fanon, you don't have to beat them. He gonna duck you. Nah, bro. Get that man his respect, bro. I'm not trying to say that I can beat somebody that makes a living as a fighter. I'm not gonna bet my money that I can beat him. I'm not a professional fighter. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ever say that because I'm just it's insulting to me. Like I don't that does a disservice to me. Does it? Because I'm going to tell you what you can't touch me at. I will tell you. And you won't. You're not as smart as me. You're going to lose. And I'm just being honest with you. I'm not saying that to be braggadocious or anything. If somebody was really smarter than me and better at what we're talking about, then I would be like, yeah, probably can't fade them. Probably can't fade them. But you're not just I'm sorry, you're not going to do that. So it is what it is. And I continue to mean that. But I don't need you. I don't. So there was no ill will, no nothing. I just walked away. I walked away. Wasn't told to go away. None of that. I walked away. Always, I will say. And anybody that actually knows that. Anything anybody else said is they just people that don't know. Nah, bro, I walked away. I'm out. Can't do it. Can't do it. I want to be able to say what I got to say. And I don't want a lot of stress. So, and stress was getting to me. So I got to walk away when you stress me. And there's a lot of stress. And those are all a bunch of great guys, no doubt. Great guys, great channels, great all that stuff. But I just didn't want to deal with the stress. So I just go and do my business myself. And I don't need anybody. And I will tell y'all, no, I don't need anybody on YouTube. I don't need boxers to come on my channel. I don't need them. I don't need coaches to come on my channel. Don't need them. Don't need other YouTube channels to like me. I don't need it. All I need is you. And I mean it. All I need is you all. That's it. That's all I need to get by. You know what I mean? That song, All I Need to Get By with Method Man. That's it. That's all I need. All I need is subscribe. All I need is supporters. And I can be fine. And I will talk to y'all, and I would rather talk to y'all than talk to Bob Arum. Just what it is. Because we're a boxing channel. All we doing is talking boxing. That's it. Ain't nothing extra saucy about it. But I will tell you this. You guys are spreading a lot of BS. A lot of y'all are spreading some BS narratives. And I hate when people are right. I hate when trolls are right. I don't like trolls. I don't like those channels that put my name in videos and say this and say that. So I hear what they're saying, and I endeavor not to prove them right. And unfortunately, there's a lot of channels out there that are proving those guys right. What about me? Just kidding. I need you, Rachel. I need you, Rachel. I do. Because you're a supporter. You supported me with your wisdom and you teach me. And I was impressed. Like, honestly, I needed that. I needed the sense that you gave me, because now I can kind of visualize myself in the sanctioning bodies and how the sanctioning bodies work. And I'm a little less, let me put it this way. I'm a little less salty about the sanctioning bodies because of the conversation that we had. I now say, okay, so there's a lot of politics within the sanctioning bodies and moving fighters and how you get fighters ranked and what decisions that they make and how important that is. So I'm like, okay, right on, brother, my point. Yes. You know what I mean? Fanon, well, put that's why I love this channel. Yeah, I just you don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, I like you, but I don't need it. Don't. And if you piss me off, I'll outgrow you. And I mean it. Because I just use my sense. I sat down and I thought, how do I outgrow? How do I get bigger than everybody? So thought about it, came up with a plan, grabbed about 60,000 more subscribers, and boom. Now you know I didn't need you. Could have told many of you dudes who are my friends how to do the same thing. Could tell you right now how to do it. And I mean it. I could tell you right now how to do it. But I will not whisper a word. You go figure it out yourself. Go figure it out yourself. But you are sitting right where I, and I mean it. And I'm talking to certain people. You sitting right where you're sitting right where I left you. I will take your insight and perspectives on boxing and regurgitating versus regurgitating videos and commentary. I will take your L. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Left you right where you were. Some of them, some cats are growing a little bit though, and I like that though. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Yes, sir, bro. Nobody wants to see him because he's high risk, low reward. Look, man, back to this. Back to this. Nobody is putting these guys out of Terence Crawford's camp are running a game in which they are really trying. Other channels taking subliminal shots of Fanon. I mean, no problem. So what? So what? They can take all the shots they want of me. They can take just out your mouth shots in me. So what? Makes no difference to me. So what? I don't listen to them, so I wouldn't know. The only thing that I know is what people leave in my comment section. Since you put people tell me what you say, tell me things in the comment section, and I respond to my comment section, I'll know what people say. But it's about boxing. You can say whatever you want about me personally, but if you think David Avanesian is a better fight than Keith Thurman, you're lying. You're lying. Period. Straight out your mouth. You not telling the truth. You don't think that. Because you guys are smarter than that. And I mean it. You're smarter than that. Period. Don't tell me that, because you're smarter than that. I know a lot of you guys out there that say these things are intelligent people. Too intelligent to be trying to say the things that you say. No, Terry, yeah, your beliefs are lies, Terry. Yours, yes, 100%. You're lying. Yes, Terry, you are lying. And you know it. That's called trolling. Yes. So your beliefs are lies now. Yes. You do not believe. You are lying about your belief. No, your belief ain't a lie. What you're saying is a lie. You do not believe that. You do not believe that David Avanesian is a better fighter than Keith Thurman. No, you do not. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what argument you put forward. I don't believe that you mean that. Because there's nothing to believe. That's like me saying, yeah, I think if I hit Terence Crawford cleanly, I'll knock him out. I can grab him and wrestle him. I don't believe that. If I said that, I would be lying. And I don't care what came out my mouth. I don't believe that. You're trying to tell me you think David Avanesian is a better fighter than Keith Thurman. I don't believe you believe that. David Avanesian got knocked out by Aegis Kalvanakis. He got knocked out by Aegis Kalvanakis in the 6th round, and he got beat by Lamont Peterson in a lopsided fight, and he got knocked out with a 2-punch combination by Terence Crawford. And you think this dude is a better fighter than Keith Thurman? I don't believe you. I don't believe you believe that. So it's not even worth talking about, bro. You don't believe that. Stop telling me that. You don't believe it. Yes, I do. No, you don't, bro. No, you don't. You don't. I'm going to honor you enough to know that you don't believe that. And I'm just going to leave that alone. You don't believe that. So no need. You're just making an argument to support another argument. Let's get back to your original argument. Let's get back to your original argument. What point are you trying to prove? Right? So all I'm going to do, if you tell me that, is I'm going to be like, you don't believe that. You're just supporting your argument. So what's your argument? Your argument is that Keith Thurman is a tune-up for Errol Spence. And really, he's no better than David Avenesian. I was also told Avenesian could beat Thurman. Exactly. It's absolutely silly. Bud went to law school, but slipped the SAT and enrolled in a baking course as a what in case of as a just in case measure. That's why this dude pitching. Oh man, look, man. Y'all do not believe that, so stop saying it. Okay? You are fully functioning individuals that know enough about the sport of boxing where you do not believe that. You believe that it may be possible, is what you believe. That's what you believe. You believe that it is possible that he could beat him. If you're talking about possible, then okay, it's possible that David Avenesian can beat Errol Spence. It's possible that he could beat Errol Spence. It's also possible that Nonito Donaire can beat Terence Crawford. It's possible. Why not? If Yuriokas Gamboa can wobble him, then hey, man, why can't Nonito Donaire wobble him? Right? Shout out to Nonito Donaire. Always going to use an example to try to get Nonito Donaire in there. Right? He's a 4-division world champion at the least. Right? He's got single punch knockout power. It is possible that he could do that. It is possible that Monster Inoue could knock out Tyson Fury. It's possible. Since we want to talk about possibles, it's possible. Is it probable? It's nowhere near probable. It's not probable, not plausible. Plausible is not quite the right word for that. I would not use plausible. I would say probable. It's not probable. What are the odds of that fight? What do you think the odds are going to be if Keith Thurman fights David Avenesian? What are the odds of that fight? Plus what? Plus 1,100 for Thurman? You bet on Thurman, what is it going to be like? Plus 1,100, plus 500, plus 600, plus 1,100, something like that. The odds are going to be lopsided. Lopsided. But it's possible. That's what you mean when you're saying that. That's what you believe. You believe it's possible, could be. Nah, bro. Let's not have conversation when we're talking about possibles. Because anything is possible. It's possible that I can get in there and beat Terence Crawford. It's possible. And why would I say it's possible? This is why it's possible. Because Terence Crawford could take a step forward and have a seizure. He could jump out there, and all of a sudden, he about to take my head off, and all of a sudden, he catches a seizure. And he falls on the ground, right? Starts twisting and can't get up for 10 seconds. And he got to wave off the fight. I win. That's possible. Isn't it? Ain't that possible? Since you want to talk about possibles, I ain't caring about no possibles. David Avenesian, it's possible that he beats Jermell Charlo. Oh, yeah, yeah, no doubt. That's facts. Yeah, that's facts. He could be, Avenesian could do it. Why not? Why not? You saw Tony Harrison beat him, and Tony Harrison's not that big a puncher. So, yeah, Avenetian may be able to beat him. Yeah, that's possible. Man, for real? You going to put your money on that? No. So get all of that Keith Thurman equals David Avenetian stuff and go somewhere with it. Okay? Go somewhere and sneak diss me on it. Anybody, I don't care. None of y'all bums can mess with me. None of y'all. I've been telling you. Y'all know you cannot. Now deal with the probable and the possible, probable and the possible and the probable. Get your head around that. But know what you're going to do? You're going to steal it. Y'all are listening. There's 540 people in here. You're not going to see I'm going to wear my raggedy cup no matter what, Rachel. Y'all ain't going to get around that. You're going to steal it. I make you better. Sneak diss me all you want, but you know I make you better. You know I've taught you a lot. Don't you? You know you learn. Oh, you're right. Probable and not possible and not probable. Yeah. Right. Also taught you this one. Oh, yeah, man. You know, can and will. You Negroes never said can and will, never not once. Yeah, he can, but will he? Yeah, I think he can, but will he? Right? That's the same possible and probable. Yeah, he can, but I'm not saying he will. I'm your greatest teacher. Your greatest teacher. But you sneak this. Go ahead and steal that. So you can try to get BFTB off your back. So you can try to get BFTB and Knockout TV off your back. Okay? I'll give you tools for BFTB. Mm-hmm. I can tell you exactly how not to lose to BFTB. I can tell you how to do it. I can tell you. I know the secret sauce. I know the secret sauce to all y'all. I already know it. I listen just enough. I only got to listen for a while. I'm like, like your boy Derek James say, hey, look, man, yeah, I see you fight, but I ain't study you. I'll tell you when I study you. If I study you, oh, yeah, it's a wrap, bro. And I've studied you. I don't listen, but I studied. So there's no way. Like my guy, Bill Haney, studied him. Nah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you're never going to beat me. You're never going to beat me. You're never going to beat me in chess, bro. I got you. Like, nah, bro, I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do before you do it. All right? You ain't got a backhand, bro. like in tennis, like I would look at like you would see a tennis player and be like, they ain't got a backhand. Let's go to the backhand. Keep pressing that backhand. No matter what you do, keep banging away to that backhand. Bang away to that backhand. Bang away to that backhand. And when that backhand, trust me, that backhand is going to break down. And once that backhand breaks down, they're going to start moving way over there. And then once you do it, boom, switch up, inside out, down the line. Bust you up. And I can do that logically. Backhand, 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 backhand. Then open you up. Then you all opened up because you way over there. You way over there. Hey, Crawford been looking for a way out because you mentioned how Avenetian name just randomly came up in the chat. I think this summer. Oh, bro, you know what it is, man. These dudes is here and these dudes getting ready. They getting ready to duck, bro. They getting ready to duck. Subjugated Truth in the building. Whoa, the big 50. Says, sorry for now, but I have to go coach my Lions to a victory over the Panthers. Merry Christmas. Man, thank you, brother. Subjugated Truth, big supporter in the chat, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Said, no, you don't. Elijah, I don't know what you're talking about, Elijah Barr. No, I don't what? Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. You're never going to get me. Anyway, Terry Gamble says, What I respect most about you is you speak facts, much respect. Yeah, that's the secret. That's the secret sauce, bro. That's the secret sauce. You got to get it to an opinion with them dudes. That's all. That's the only way you're going to do that, bro. Because they're never going to give you, bro. Oh, geez. Now, wait. Hey, man. I didn't see it. Said KO and BF was lit. Great dialogue back and forth. KO edged it out for the win. Both are cool cats. That's what y'all say. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But I didn't see it, bro. Yeah, it ain't going to be no edge out. It's going to be a draw. I'm going for the draw. I'm just going to go for the draw. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I just don't agree. Oh, no worries, man. Hold on one second, bro. This would be a shame, bro. But you know how it goes. Hunter Young, you see my super chat? I'll go back, brother. Sorry, hold on one second. I got one thing to do. Oh, Jeffrey Brooks, are you? You're not talking to me, right? You're not talking to me, bro. I ain't said anything about Errol to being aerosexual, bro. That's something else that kills me. Dude, I've not said anything about Errol. I'm talking about Terence. Did somebody say, did you see my super chat? Maybe it's still here. Oh, Hunter Young said that. Did you see my super chat? I don't know if you meant that for me, but on the real, I've not said anything about Errol Spence Jr. this entire time. Hunter Young, after hearing Mrs. Donaire, I think Bud didn't duck. Bud was way over his head at that table and was a trash boss and negotiator. Hey, man, he ducked. You just may think he's dumb. Much love in that super chat. Much love, Hunter Young. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Yeah, not talking to you for now. Yeah, I figured that, bro. I figured that, Jeff Brooks. I figured that. I'm getting better because I know your chat. I'm like, nah, he's talking to somebody else. Look, man, because can't nobody, I don't even get why people can say that. I am literally not talking about Errol. I can literally only talk about Terence, and people will say, oh, you're an Errol fanboy. I'm not talking about Errol. I'm talking about Terence, and I'm talking about Jerron. If anything, I'm being a Jerron fanboy. Fight Jerron. Why not Jerron? Why not Jerron? There's nobody else for him to fight. None. So fight Jerron. I just want fairness, man. I want Jerron to get a shot. For now, you know how to debunk all the members? What? Do you know how to debunk all? Elijah, get your ass on the channel and I'll show I'll see if I can debunk you. Let's start with you. I can't debunk everybody because not everybody's full of crap. I can't debunk Rachel Donaire. She's not full of crap. How am I going to debunk something I don't know what they said? There's a link. Let's see if I can debunk. You tell me what you want to say, and I'll tell you whether I can debunk it or not. Because I got to know if it's bunk first. How am I going to debunk BFTB if he's not on any bunk? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. One second. Hit that link and I'll see if I can debunk you. It's right there. We'll start with you. I have no idea how I'm going to debunk somebody that's not full of bunk. Somebody says I think the sun is hot. Well, you know, I'm not going to try to debunk that. Hold on one second. God, oh, it's a lot of man. Dang, man. God dang, man. I spent so fucking. Oh, yeah, that's what? Oh, it's gonna come on the 27th. Okay. All right, nah, it's your mom's. Okay, hold on a second. All right, yeah. So yeah, I can't. But there you go, bro. Go ahead and jump on, bro. Go ahead and jump on. Let's see. We still sitting on top of the. No, you're not. You are not on the table. You're not on the pound for pound list, Starborn. What do you mean? I took him off my pound for pound. This ain't ESPN. This ain't ESPN. 00 said Fanon, that shirt's fire. Yeah, the KC, you know it. Negro Leagues. I don't really disagree with you, therefore, so I can't debunk you. There you go. Easy. Can't debunk something you agree with. But if you talk about the sport of argument, nah, dude, these guys, they don't know. Dude, seriously, I could be wrong and I could probably still get you. All I got to do is lie. I could, if you mean, can I do what those guys do and trap you in a bunch of stuff and change subjects and attack you personally and say that I have a source, cite sources that I can't, confidential sources that I can't give to you? Do I know how to do all of that? Yes, I know how to do all of that if I wanted to do it, but I don't want to do it. Yes, that's like, is there NBA players that, yeah, can John Stockton dunk a basketball? Yes. Is he going to, how many times have you seen him dunk a basketball? Not often, if ever. Can Steve Kerr dunk a basketball? Yes. You going to see him dunking? No. Why? Because he's not about to go through the lane on 6'10 guys. And on top of it, he's just going to lay the ball up and walk away. Because who's he going to impress dunking when he could just make a layup? I'm not going to dunk on y'all. I'm just going to make a layup and go to the other side. And if you try to dunk, I'm going to grab the ball and throw it in. And I'm not even going to grab the ball. I'm not even going to block your shot. I'm literally going to grab the ball in the middle of the air and catch it. And because I don't want to throw that shot out of bounds. When you shoot with me, I'm going to grab the ball, take the ball, hold the ball, dribble the ball up, go to the other side and do another layup. I'm not throwing that out of bounds so you get another shot. For what? Catch the ball. Anyway, but I won't make the highlight reel if I don't do that. Anyway, I wish folks were more concerned about facts than just looking like they're right. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. But it's fun. You know, it's got a certain amount of fun to it. But there's the link again, like I said. Dude, it's 11 o'clock. It ain't 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11:32. That link is right there. It's right there. It's right there. Now, I've been doing this basically for the last 6 months. I've been doing the same thing. There you go. There's the link. I'm here to debunk. Debunk me. Debunk me. Real easy to do it, huh? When you're not around me. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's get back to this boxing talk. Lamar Davidson said, if Bud is pound for pound the best, does Bud fans think he can beat Boots Ennis? Look, man, I do not have Terence Crawford as my number one pound for pound fighter because he didn't take a fight. If you do not fight the number one guy in your division, never coming near me is where they're at. Where they're at is never coming near me. That's where they all are. Over there is where they are. Every one of them. They're over there. They're on that side of the camera, listening on that side of the camera. Over there is where they are. Hey, Boots said they never reached out to him for the fight. When asked why Evanesian, he said that's what he was given. If you are a boss of no promoter, you can't say, no, I want better, but he didn't. Now watch. He picked According to, see, now I can say Rachel. That is, but take into consideration what Adrian Bronner said, which is on BOK Prime, they get to pick their opponents. That's what Adrian said. Adrian said he got to choose his opponent. So Bud could choose his opponent. He could say, BOK Prime, I want to fight Jaron Ennis. Nothing keeping him from doing that. Nothing keeping him from doing that. Bud does not say Jaron Ennis' name. Keeps it real quiet on Jaron Ennis. And his paid supporters, let me repeat this. The supporters that are paid to support him. Paid to support him. Keep talking about other people other than Jaron. Jaron versus Terence versus Errol is not happening anytime in that middle of the year. Everybody, y'all ride Bud with you got that right. Bud is Bud is like a gift that keeps on giving. Bud decided to be the example, the example that proves the rule that was given out by Floyd Mayweather Jr. They're going to talk about you. Good or bad, they're going to talk about you. And Bud just gave everybody bad. He didn't give anybody good. And at this point in time, you're the boy that cried duck. You're the boy that cried wolf right now. You can't be out there talking about, hey, man, yeah, hey, I can't wait to fry that fish. You can't wait to fry the fish. Dude, you were looking for that fish in the ocean, in Dubai. You were looking for that. You were looking in that ocean for fish. You looking for fish again? You back looking for fish? Dog, you had fish on your plate. You had fish offered to you, and you took duck. You don't want no fish fry, bro. You want to talk about the fish fry. That's what I believe as a boxing fan. You want to talk about the fish fry. So since you want to talk about a fish fry, let's talk about the fish fry. I'll give you what you want. I'll give you what you want. You want to talk about the fish fry? I'll talk about the fish fry. No worries. Let's talk about it. It ain't happening. Fight boots. Get a shoe shine stand. Sorry, bro. Go get a shoe shine. Go get a shoe shine stand and polish up them boots. Polish up them boots. I ain't trying to hear nothing. No fish for you till you polish up them boots. Since y'all want to get tricky with the words, get them boots. Go ahead and try on them boots. I'll pay for that. I will pay for you to watch you polish them boots. Dust them off. Dust off them boots. He's right there. It's boots. He said you had fish, but you wanted duck. That's exactly what you had the fish, but you wanted the duck instead. Hey, potato chip 777. You had the fish, but you wanted the duck. Exactly. Nobody trying to hear that, man. Nobody trying. Hey, man, I'm gonna hear it, but hey, okay. And you're gonna get the publicity that you want. But I'm telling you right now, bro, Errol is not under any pressure whatsoever over here to fight you. You are not, y'all, let me tell you what y'all Bud fans are not going to do around here. You are not going to, become the mandatory because you can't fight him as a voluntary. You that sucker. Tell Terence to become Errol's mandatory then. Hey, Starborn, tell Terence to be Errol's mandatory then. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Terence, become Errol's mandatory. Become Errol's mandatory so you can get this fight. Drop that WBO belt and go get in the WBC rankings or the WBA rankings, the IBF rankings, and then try to get a mandatory fight with him. Since everybody's got to be a mandatory for Bud. You got to ask Bud, beg Bud. You got to beg Bud. Beg him for a good fight. You got to be the mandatory. Yeah, I'll fight a good fighter. I'll fight a good fighter if he's my mandatory. If they force me, force me to do it, then I'll do it. How about you just do it? How about this, Bud? What purse do you want? What do you want? You want 75, 25? That's the minimum. Hey, no worries. You got 75, 25. What else you want? I want to be able to fight in Nebraska. No worry. You can have that. What else do you want? I'll give you everything you want. You don't have to be a mandatory. Why does he have to be a mandatory? Why should he have? We don't have to see, because like please. I was sitting there talking about, yeah, man, this is how Jaron Ennis could force Terence Crawford to fight him. Yeah, he'll have to fight him. But there's an easier way, man. Easier way is, how about you just do it voluntarily? Robert Angulo says, so you wouldn't fight Virgil and Bud. Virgil is not going to fight Bud. Virgil is leaving the WBO. He's not going to be in the rankings. But I would take it, sure. Fight Virgil Ortiz. No worries. Didn't Advancian and Khan have to be managed? Why didn't Avenation and Khan and Brooke and Jose Benavidez and Julius Ndungo and Derijan, why didn't they have to be mandatories? Because they're easy fights. Because they're easy fights is the only recognize that I can come with. WBO is the best. How you funny? Hey, Bud and Verge ain't gonna fight two ducks. No, I'm not. I don't think Virgil Ortiz is a duck. I haven't seen him ducking anybody. I haven't got a sense of that. I'm still waiting on y'all to hit that link though. You at work or something? Oh, I understand it. You're at work. You at work on Saturday, Christmas Eve. That's where y'all at work. Gotcha. Anyway, that's where they at. Over there. Now hit that link, bro. Hit the link, bro. Fahim Sator, hey, Buck, oh, you laughing at him. I'm smelling a lot of in book. Hey, man. Look, man. You guys are trying to say, well, that he needs to be as mandatory to fight him. Hey, Errol will fight him. And here's one thing where I believe would happen. Errol will fight him if he's got a belt. If Jaron has a belt, he'll fight him. But Errol does not have a voluntary available for him. Terence Crawford has a voluntary available for him. Just take the fight. Ask the WBO if it's okay. If you can, fight Jaron Ennis. Because Terence is a sneaky duck. We want to see him fight Boots next. We need to see pay-per-view value with competition. Lamar Davis, I want to see a good fight. Because I don't believe Terence Crawford is going to fight Errol. I don't believe him. I just went through 6 months of it. Of a 6-month-long dog and pony show to wind up to see him fight David Avanesyan with defective gloves. So I'm not interested in it. I don't want to go through the dog and pony show. I don't want a dog and pony show again. I think y'all want a dog and pony show. Let's talk about the negotiations. I can't wait till they get back into negotiations. What is there to negotiate? He already said he accepted everything. What is there to negotiate? Oh, well, somebody else may be able to offer more money for the fight. But what if Errol says no? Well, then we just got to do different things, right? Nah, bro, you just want to talk about it. You want to talk about it and not be about it. You already accepted a deal. Take that deal. Don't want it. Soda Black in the building. What's going on, Soda Black?
Yo, peace, brother. Can you hear me?
Very clearly, brother. How are you?
Man, happy holidays, man. I just wanted to say, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you, putting in the work on the holidays and every day. Man, we
Thank
just,
you, man.
we just appreciative of you, man. And,
Thank you, bro.
So long story short, I had a question that
Yes.
I asked a while ago. I don't know. Long story short, I'm gonna give you another chance to answer it. Now, this is, respectfully.
What's the question, bro?
I got you.
Get to the question then. Y'all, fuck all that. I have all that respect, man.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. OG.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
That's a negotiation tactic. Just so you know. Cheap.
Okay.
That's a cheap negotiation tactic. I started yelling at you to try to intimidate you.
Gotcha.
But go ahead.
Well, no, that's not gonna work.
There you go. I'm just telling you that's what people will do.
Yeah.
But go ahead, man. What's your question, brother?
So the question was, this was, during the Canelo and Bivol situation. Now, if I can remember, I believe you called Canelo a duck for taking. I mean, not a duck. You said Canelo was cherry picking for taking the Bivol fight. Correct or no?
Yes.
Okay. So then you said,
dude, what's the question?
Well, I have to put it out.
You can summarize the question. Would you like me to get to your question? And it appears that you're asking me if he loses to it was a cherry pick. If Canelo Alvarez cherry picked Dimitri Bivol and he lost to Dimitri Bivol, was it a cherry pick? Is that what you're trying to ask?
No, sir.
Okay,
so
good. So let's get to it then.
Yeah, got you. So I just want to make sure everything is what you said before I just say But long story short, okay. The question is because I believe you said you picked Bivol to win. So my question is, if it was a cherry pick in your eyes, how do you then pick Bivol to win the fight based off of your intelligence in boxing? So I'm saying, like, how did you? That's the question. How did you pick Bivol to win, yet saying Canelo cherry picked?
That's exactly what. That's just the question. Literally, just the question that I said you were asking.
No. You said if Bivol was to win, is it still a cherry pick? I'm not talking about the. Yeah, I'm not talking about the.
So how do you do that? Well, let me answer the question.
Yes, sir.
Canelo thought it was a cherry pick. He thought it was a cherry pick. It wasn't. It's a cherry pick gone wrong. There's a phrase for that. Cherry pick gone wrong. You took the path of least resistance, but you were wrong. He got in there with Dimitri Bivol, and he thought Dimitri Bivol doesn't get knockouts, so he's not a big puncher. He's got the same basic European style he's been fighting, and he said it himself before the fight. He's like, I know how to beat that style. But when he got in there against Dimitri Bivol, he was not able to beat Dimitri Bivol because Dimitri Bivol was a better fighter than he thought he was. It's a cherry pick gone wrong. One too many cherry picks, bro. You can go pop. And correct. I said that before correct. He fought. I'm like, he's going to screw around and lose to one of these Eastern Europeans because he's going to the well too much. And correct. You're going to run into somebody that figured you out and knows how you fought. And that's what I think Dimitri Bivol did. Dimitri Bivol knew exactly how Canelo was going to fight. He was going to wait. He was going to try to hit him on the arms and get him in a high guard, him on the arms, try to wear his arms down till his hands dropped. And then he was going to try to hit him. But guess what? Dimitri Bivol knew how to take care of that. When he was in a high guard and he hit him on his arm, he just hooked him. He hooked him off that arm shot. and he wound up being able to beat him. So in that particular instance, a cherry pick gone wrong.
Right. But we're talking about before that. I don't even want to talk about the fight. I'm talking about, so long
That's what
story short, how were you able to see all that, as far as like, being able to pick him to win? Like, what made you say he's gonna win, and then his trainers or his team not being able to see that? Like, as far as like, what you see.
Okay, what did I see?
Yes, sir.
This is what I saw.
Yes, sir.
I saw Dimitri Bivol. I saw somebody that was pretty much going to be able to, he's much more active. He's a more active fighter as far as, I mean, like his punch output and his size. And I thought, and he's very fundamentally sound. And I thought he was going to be able to consistently score on Canelo Alvarez, because Caleb Plant had success with Canelo Alvarez. And I think Canelo Alvarez is a shot fighter. Like, I mean, that's my impression of Canelo. I think if he's not completely shot, he's definitely on the downslide of it. And I thought that, but let me tell you, I thought that they may rob Dimitri Bivol. So what I said was I would pick Dimitri Bivol to win if I didn't think that they were going to rob Dimitri Bivol. But then Dimitri Bivol just beat him so badly that they couldn't even rob him. Also, shout out to the coach, Rozier, the trainer of Daniel Jacobs. What's Rozier's? I can't remember what Rozier's first name is, but Rozier said the same thing. And I'll listen to what Coach Rozier, the trainer Rozier, said. And he was like, oh man, he's going to have a really hard time with Dimitri Bivol.
Right.
And so I listened to what Rozier said.
Right. I remember you saying all this. You even predicted the fight. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You predicted.
I've been watching boxing a long time, bro.
Right.
Like versus somebody that is like how somebody they were trained to play the piano and they can play the piano.
Yeah.
But you have other people that just learn to play the piano by ear.
Right.
So they may not be able to tell you what chord this is, and they can't read music, but they can literally, if you hear it, you can play it. So if you watch boxing, and I say this to a lot of people, man, if you watch something for 40 years, you're going to start seeing patterns. You'll see trends. You'll see things happen to people at different ages, like Terence Crawford. Like, I don't care what anybody said, man. When you breaking down the technique of Terence Crawford and all of that, you cannot account for his age. That man is 30. By the time he's 35 years old, he is not moving like he used to move. And people keep saying, oh, well, he's just going to box circles around Errol. Dude, he's not 25 anymore. His legs are more sedentary. He's there to be hit, which is why David Avanesyan was hitting him, which is why Sean Porter was hitting him, which is why Jose Benavidez even years ago was hitting him, and why Kell Brook was able to hit him. He's not moving like that anymore. People are acting as if with Terence Crawford, that Terence Crawford is still in his prime. And I don't know for sure whether or not Terence Crawford is still in his prime. At 35 years old, and after how many championship fights has he had? Like, you got to take this stuff into consideration. Like, Terence Crawford has had 38 fights, I do believe. Right?
Right.
Terence Crawford, because I don't want to give the wrong numbers, but I'm pretty sure he's had 28 fights. 38. He's had 39 fights. He's been in a world championship. He's fought in world championship. Every fight he's had has been a world championship fight for the last 8 years. Right? So you go through all of that, 8 years of that. And how many fights is that? Right? But anyway, he's got 38 fights. That's 38 training camps. He's been a professional fighter.
But not to take it on to Terence, just one last question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So, long story short, everything that you just said about Bivol was obviously accurate, obviously correct, because it all panned out that way. But my question is, you don't think his team noticed? I mean, not noticed, but you don't think his team knew that? Like, as far as like he has fast hands, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, because I'm sure he did it in his fight before that, in the fight before that, and the fight before that. Like you said, everyone has patterns.
I don't want to read minds. I don't want to read. I'm not going to try to read anyone else's mind. But let me answer the question, because
I would give him the respect to say that if this is your living, your job, your occupation, and you're doing it at the highest level, I would think you notice certain things about certain fighters, or their their strengths, their weaknesses, and those are all strengths. So what I'm saying is, seeing all those strengths, I'm sure what you saw, they saw, but it's like it looks like a cherry pick to us because they're gonna be. Everyone said who is Bivol fought, but they probably not. We're not looking at Bivol as an individual, like as far as his attributes. And
hold on, pause, bro.
Yeah,
just because I see something doesn't mean they see it.
Correct.
That's an assumption. You're like, just because
I'm just being respectful to his team and just what.
Yeah,
but
dude,
you're correct. You're correct. You're correct.
Look, bro, it's not about respect. The fact of the matter is, they probably thought, this is my belief, they probably thought it was going to be a good fight that Canelo Alvarez could win. Because Canelo Alvarez, they have confidence in Canelo Alvarez. And why wouldn't they have confidence in Canelo?
Right.
If Canelo, so they had, who else is he going to fight?
Right.
He's going to fight Dimitri Bivol, or he's going to fight Demetrius Andrade, or he was going to fight Jermell Charlo or David Benavidez.
You don't want none of those. Yeah.
If you go fight Dimitri Bivol, who is not a knockout puncher, and you feel like you can beat him, it'll be a tough fight, but I think I can beat him. Just like Errol Spence Jr. wants to fight Terence Crawford. I'm sure he knows that Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but he thinks he can win the fight.
Yeah.
They probably thought that they could win the fight, and they were just wrong.
Right. All right, man. I appreciate you, Fanon, man. Like I said, man, I'm like you said, I'm a student to the game. Every day I come here, I learn something, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody. Happy holidays. But in conclusion, I'm just saying I've never seen a cherry pick being basically being picked to win a fight. So that's how I'm just gonna end that.
Yeah, but don't leave too quick, because I want to
yes,
sir. Because you cut off something I was trying to say, like not to move
my
the
bad.
fingers. No,
my bad.
I want to move to that because I want to give you an explanation. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Dude, if you bet every time, for example, your Danis Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. I bet that I didn't bet my money, but I said, look, man, Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, what do you think about the fight? I said, look, man, I am not betting on a 40-year-old.
Right.
Not going to do it, because at a certain point in time, Keith Thurman is not that old. Manny Pacquiao is that old.
Right.
If Manny Pacquiao can gets past Keith Thurman, okay, he wound up getting past Keith Thurman, in my opinion, by the hair of his chinny chin chin. Right. But when he got to Yordanis Ugas, I said the same thing, and people were like, Manny beat Thurman. Manny beat Thurman, man. I was like, yeah, but he's 41.
Right.
No, that is going to catch you at a certain point in time. So with Terence Crawford, I'm telling you, that ass whooping is coming. It's coming. If he fights Errol Spence Jr., if he fights Errol Spence Jr., Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, that ass whooping is coming.
Right.
Because he's 35, he's 36 years old, and he's sitting there, and here more so, watch, back to what I was talking about with Canelo. Because Dimitri Bivol has been watching Canelo Alvarez's fights.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He sees what he's doing. He sees that, people act like Terence Crawford does not have patterns. That man has patterns. He's starting the fight the same way. He's approaching the fight in the same way. But people keep saying, oh, he can make this adjustment, he can make that adjustment. But those adjustments are finite within the same game plan that he's executing. So when you see, and this happens in all kinds of sports, you'll see somebody that will catch your patterns. And if they catch your patterns and they know what your adjustments are, right? You're making, okay, I make adjustments. What adjustments did he make? And then he's, okay, well, how many adjustments? He made 5 adjustments. Just say somebody like Derek James thinks about, okay, what adjustment did Terence Crawford make? Let's go watch this fight. Did he make the same situation? Did he make the same adjustment? In this situation, did he make the same adjustment? Or did he get faced with the same situation and he made 2 different types of adjustments to the same problem? Or is there consistency in the adjustments that he's making? If there's consistencies to the adjustments that he makes, then there's predictability even in his adjustments. So, like, do you play basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, if you say, okay, I'm going to go between my legs, right?
Right.
I'm going to go between my legs to the left, and I get you. You know that guy's going to make an adjustment, right?
Yeah.
He's going to make an adjustment. He's going to shift to his right?
Yep.
Even though you fake left, went right.
Yep.
So they're call it like progressions. So they know the first time, if he does this, wop, okay, I'm going to get him. But then he's going to adjust. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go between my legs, cross over to the right, because I've got that second after he adjusts, because he's going to adjust and he moves there. Now I'm going to adjust to his adjustment that I know he's going to make, because he makes the same adjustment every time.
Right.
So even when you have adjustments and people are talking about the adjustments that you're making, what if you have a guy that knows what your adjustment is going to be and he sets you up to make that adjustment? Right? So what I'm saying is that the more somebody fights, and I don't care who it is, the more tape they got on you, the more
I agree with that.
you making those adjustments, the more they know what to do about it. Like with Muhammad Ali, and one of the greatest trainers ever, according to many people, was Eddie Futch. Eddie Futch watched Ali fight so many times that he could make adjustments to that man's adjustments. So he is literally, that's the trainer on trainer battle. So that's Derek James's job. Derek James' job is to be like, you keep talking about his adjustments, let me tell you what he's about to do. And if Derek can get to the point where he can watch a fight and he'd be like, when he does this, he's going to do this. And when he does this, he's going to do that. And then if you do this, he's trying to bait you to do this. So do this and show it to him. Because when you show it to him, he's then going to adjust and do this. Right. So you can have your brain trust pick the patterns of a fighter that has 38 fights and somebody who relies upon athleticism and quickness to get past certain things. I have seen that same uppercut right hook combination from Terence Crawford before. I've seen Terence Crawford setting people up for that uppercut, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, with Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol, he had already fought guys of that same style like 5 or 6 times. And when he does it, then boom, you make that adjustment. He was able to adjust to the things that Canelo Alvarez was trying to do ahead of time. But anyway, that's my take. So, but I didn't want to explain.
I appreciate that, man.
Good conversation.
And that's what makes, and I'm done at this, but that's what makes, Errol so great, because like Derek James said, something I learned from you, Derek James said that, he has a different fight. I mean, he has a different, way of fighting each opponent. So it's like, how do you adjust to someone like that, has going to come into the ring with something that you don't even, you don't know, because, he's adjusting to you. So it's not like you're going to be able to watch his past fights and be like, oh, okay, he does this. I mean, some things never change, but long story short, I mean, I just feel that's what makes him such a formidable opponent. And that's what makes him the champion, man. Because, it's like, you got to figure out that puzzle on the fly. You don't have time to sit there and, study, and all these, because once you get in the ring, it might be something totally different. It's a whole nother fighter up in here. So, man, but appreciate that. Man.
No worries, bro. But just a slight, I would say that a little bit different, like for me, and I could be wrong. But this is for me. Like, okay, if I fight you, just say me and you fighting, we're the same size and the same weight, right? It can be in roughly the same skill set. It's going to be, you're going to use a lot of different things you can do with me, right? Like, I can do this, maybe I'll try this, maybe I'll try that. And depending on how it comes out, right, because of our versatility, then, it'll come out. But what if you're fighting a gorilla?
I don't think you want to do that, but
yeah, if you fighting a gorilla, only way you're going to beat a gorilla is if you're stronger than him.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't going to be no out thinking that ass whooping.
No.
Right?
No.
Because he's just coming at you. He's not playing, he's coming right at you. So you know what you're going to have to do. You're either going to have to climb that wall real quick.
Yeah.
Which you can't do because he can outclimb you.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have to be strong enough to literally thump him and knock him back, which you cannot do. So there is, at a certain point in time, there is no adjustments that you can make to some situation like that. So, like, for example, Terence Crawford makes a bunch of adjustments. He can't beat Jerron. He's not going to be able to beat Deontay Wilder, he's not going to be able to adjust to that. So to go back to the example of Errol and Terence, for me, what if you can't adjust to somebody that is literally just coming at you, that you cannot get away from, who doesn't have defensive holes, right? It may be very basic, but that's the benefit of being basic. Being basic means there's not a lot of moving parts and there's not a lot of different things that you can really do, right? But at the same time, he's pressuring you. And the only real adjustment that you can make is to get him off of you, to be able to hit him like the gorilla. So you got to be able to hit that gorilla hard enough to be able to hurt him and earn his respect and keep him away from you.
You're gonna lose a lot of rounds like that, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. To me, but now Terence may be able to do it, but that's just what I'm saying. But it's going to take heart. And that's what, like, when Nonito Donaire was on the channel and he talked about it, and I was like, what do you think is most important? Is it the heart or is it the skill? And he's like, man, oh no, is it the skill or is it the, I forgot what it was. Is it skill or is it talent or what? And he was like, yeah, determination and heart. Like, to make for you to be. So you're going to have to break. I think he has to break Errol's will. And I don't think fighting all these tomato cans, he never has to show it. Like, he doesn't have to bite. He hasn't had to bite down and show any of that in like, I don't think in his professional career, I don't think he ever has, with the exception of maybe the time that he got hit by Yuriokas Gamboa. So I don't really know, like, what happens if he's really getting hit.
So let me ask you this then. If you, because I'm hearing that a lot. This dude's never been tested, this and that. So long story short, what I'm trying to just ask you is he even that great of a fighter then?
I think he's a great fighter. He looks like a great fighter, but to me,
based off of what?
Off of what I've seen him do in 3 weight classes. You can't accomplish what the man has accomplished without being able to fight. He's a top level fighter. That's what I'm saying. Can he beat? I'm not asking whether or not I think he can beat Cody Crowley. I'm talking about, can you beat Errol Spence? Can you beat Jaron Ennis? Those are guys that are the top guys in boxing. Terence, like Errol, and there's it's the question too. Can Errol beat a guy like can Errol beat a guy like Terence Crawford? Right? Because Terence Crawford, I believe in Terence Crawford's ability. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, look, man, I don't know if he can beat. I don't know what he's going to do with that level of fighter. What he did with every other fighter that he fought is not the same thing as doing that with Errol. It's also true that it's not the same for Errol. What he did to other people is doing that to Terence Crawford. It's true for both of them. And it's true for both of them in boots too. Even at this stage, they've not seen no shit like that. Like, they never had no 29 and 0, 29 and 0 phenom, young, aggressive, fast, skilled phenom in their face at 32 years old, and being able to figure out what they're going to do with a dude that's more talented than them. Like, because this dude may be more talented than them. He's bigger than them. He's just as fast, if not faster than them. He hits as hard, if not harder than them. This dude is very, very well schooled from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which has ages and ages of experience just in the boxing community there. I mean, if you one of the best dudes coming out of Philly and you mopping cats in the Philly gym and you've been whooping cats in Philly gym since you 14, like, dude, man, this
can't count him out.
So, like I'm saying, this is a beautiful time, and I appreciate the question. It's a beautiful time for these guys, for all three of these guys to fight each other. But Terence Crawford has not proven that he's the best welterweight. He's not proven that. Errol Spence Jr. has not proven that he's the best welterweight. However, Terence Crawford, in my book, has proven that he don't want that smoke. That's the only thing I know for sure Terence proved, is that he don't want that smoke. He real funny about it. And that his fans don't want that smoke because they're really funny about it. And they're real funny about Errol, and they're real funny about Jaron. And say, well, yeah, let Jaron. No, Errol need to fight Jaron. Nah, Errol's going to fight Keith Thurman. And if you got to go all the way to trying to justify that by saying Keith Thurman is the same as David Avanesyan, man, please, you just don't want to see that. You just don't want to see that fight. Anyway, man, let me roll, brother. Thank you, man. That was I love those questions.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right, bro. As usual, thank you for your support, Soda. It really means a lot.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas to you, bro. Great questions. Dark Truth in the building. said, hey, wow, they don't want Bud to fight anyone. They want to live off the illusion that Bud can beat them all without actually proving it. Crazy. Yeah, it's no, they want him to fight him so they can advertise his next fight on BLK Prime. My man D Bell said, Bud equals duck, chicken, turkey. He's turduction, man. I can't believe my sister's not cooking for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. Hey, and my man Nell El Real de los Numeros 2 said, why they blocked me? They didn't, brother. You're on here. I support this channel. Did not say anything offensive. Shake my head. You're not blocked, bro, because you could leave a super chat. You're right there. Much love in that super chat, but you didn't get timed out. I'll keep an eye out for you, Nelson, though. I'll keep an eye out for you. Let me slide down to the end of this. Raymond Murphy in the building. Much love for that super chat, bro. He said, Merry Christmas Eve, Martin. Stay on Terence TC until he mans up. He talked 5 years of smack just to duck Errol. That it's sad for real. That is the bag. And that get the bag is lame because he would have got a bigger bag against Errol, obviously. Raymond Murphy in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Nah, bro, I just want to let y'all knew what the question was. I mean, I kind of got where you were getting at, bro. But seriously, man, I did want to try out that technique, and I wanted to tell you that is a technique right there. That let me try to rush you. Let me try to rub you and be like, man, nah, man, I'm gonna get my question out slowly. Because anyway, it's not true for Spence because other fighters try to fight him and not trying to counter him, but they end up fighting him. I'm not sure what that means. Zenith 360 said that's why he's using Errol's name. His value is tied to the possibility of a Spence fight, and he's not going to get more black offers if they don't use Spence's name. No, I think they'll still get an offer. I believe that they're going to get an offer. I believe it. Everett said, how do you feel about the pound for pound list? Here, there's a link, man. If y'all got a question to ask, you can hit the link right there. Because I do enjoy it. And thank y'all so much for your support in the super chat and the Cash App. The way we're actually able to continue this channel. It absolutely means a ton. Thank y'all so much for your support. Make sure I didn't miss anything over yonder. Oh, my man, Eduardo in the building. My number one to go to. Keep doing what you're doing. Eduardo Aparicio, thank you so much, brother, for your support. Means a ton with that 10 in the Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for helping the channel grow. So, hey, man, jump on if you want to ask that question. I don't mind it at all. Like I said, brother, it is open. It is open. Buddha Monk said, Bud will make everyone a believer real soon. They believe Bud will fight Boots before. I believe Bud will fight Boots before Errol and beat Boots. I think Boots is good, but he doesn't have the experience to beat Bud. Good. Let's see it. I hope Buddha Monk. I hope that I pray that you're right. I not only hope you're right, I pray you're right. That he's going to fight him. I ain't praying that Boots loses because I'm not going to do that. I ain't got to. May the best man win in that regard. May the best man win. Ken Everett said, I'm trying to support the channel. Where do I go? You can support the channel in the Cash App right here, which says support, the Cash App, support on Cash App for $sign for non-INT, or there's a little $sign for the super chat that you can do on YouTube. Thank you for asking. Let me get this super chat, and I got to take a 20-second break, and just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. All righty. Back. Yes, sir. Yeah, so we still ain't got these people on these links, bro. Y'all talk a lot of smack, bro, but don't come around. But it's Saturday, it's Christmas Eve. You know what it is. So maybe use a Christmas Eve excuse. Use that Christmas Eve excuse. I'm all right with it. Soda Black said, happy holiday coffee on me, brother. Thank you so much for a huge $15 boom out there from my man Soda Black in the building. Dog, hey, man, you'll learn a lot. I like you, man. I like you, bro. I like you, Soda Black. And not just for the support, bro. Thank you so much, brother, for your support. Thank you so much. You really think Spence could beat Usyk? Jean-Pierre, what? Man, face to a name, brother. What's going on, Jean-Pierre?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well, brother. You Haitian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it right away because I figured. I was like, he's either now. Yeah, Jim John, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man?
I'm doing good. You know, just want to say thank you for all you've done, man. You really did a big thing with this channel. I watch it every day. You know, big fan. Oh, no smoke with you because you and I got the same views on boxing right now. So pretty good.
That's
just
good.
Wish you and your family happy holidays.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And you are definitely a very, very valuable supporter, brother. So thank you very, very much for doing that, man.
Thank you.
Man. So what you want to chop it up about, or do you want to chop it up about anything?
Well, I got a patient waiting, but I'm just tired of all that ducking Terence is doing. like I said the other day, you know, I like Terence. I like Terence Crawford a lot, you know. I think he's a really good fighter. But come on, you gotta fight the best out there. You know what I mean? David, really? But they got 4 other guys that deserve a chance. You know, that's what's destroying boxing, in my opinion, you know. David Haney, you know, Haney, I like Haney too. But he needs to take those fights. You know, they gotta take those fights. That's why I don't really have smoke because my two favorite fighters, they fight everyone. Tank.
Who is that?
Tank and Errol.
That's what's up. Yeah.
They're ready for all the smoke. So I really appreciate how they go about boxing. They taking it back to old school. I really appreciate that.
I would say one thing. I want to clarify something. I like Devin. I don't think Devin's ducking anybody, and I do think he would fight them because there's really no examples of him really ducking anybody. He would just try to save fights that probably ain't going to happen. Him calling out other fighters where the fight isn't really going to happen. It was a little bit different than him being in a situation to fight somebody but not taking the fight. So I wouldn't put that on. I wouldn't put that on Devin. But I would not allow Devin to put that on Tank or to put that on other guys that are just not in a position to fight him because Devin already has other fights that are scheduled. You know what I mean? So just a subtle difference, man. What kind of patience you got, man?
Well, I'm a cardiovascular technologist, so I have patients doing echocardiograms, carotid Dopplers, venous, like invasive and non-invasive.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. So you work with a cardiologist, and you're the guy that does you're the one that does that stuff. You take like my son had you know, we had to go to a cardiologist just to check something out, and they took the blood pressure on your ankles and all kinds of. Yeah.
I do that.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I do all that. Anything to do with the heart or anything vascular, arterial, venous. So that's me.
Okay, that's good. Now, are you from Haiti, or your parents from Haiti? Or
yeah, I was actually born there, and then I came up here when I was really young. You know, so I came, you know, for like 4 years old. But yeah, I still got family over there that's going through it, but you know, hanging in strong.
Yeah, is it high-AT? How do you pronounce it?
We say IET.
IET? So
yeah,
no
IET.
H?
Well, it's silent. It's silent.
I know. Yeah, but so it starts with the I.
IET. Yeah, I like A. If you want to pronounce it the way we do, like IET, like with the A.
Oh, IET.
IET. Yeah.
IET. Okay, yeah, that's what's up. IET. I'll call it IET because it's where it's supposed to be called. I want to know how to pronounce it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I'll let you get to your
here, man. Definitely. Right, have a blessed day. Enjoy your holidays.
Happy holidays to you, man. To you and your family.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, man. That's my dude right there. Hey, much love in that super chat to Felicia Phillips. Thank you, Felicia, for your support. Thank you for your support, Felicia Phillips. And let me go down here. Jay Miller in the building said, will we see it though? We call the 80s a dynasty because those fights with the greats happen. Personally, I can't support you if those fights, if you have those fights on the table and walk away. Yeah. See, Jay Miller, you're just talking about whether or not you care about that money or not. If it ain't your problem, then yeah, it's still on Bud's neck. Much love in that super chat, bro. What's going on, upper echelon? How you feeling today, bro?
What's going on for now? Happy Christmas Eve, even though I don't celebrate it, but I know a lot of people do. You feel me?
You know what that is? Happy holidays to you.
Yeah, happy holidays. Yeah, you know, it's a pagan thing, and I'm Hebrew Israelites, I don't. But one thing I gotta say, William Foster III, he's been trying to get that smoke with Devin. He's been calling for him.
Okay, young fighter. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that beat Edwin De Los Santos.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he 5'10", 135 pounds. That boy got smoke. He just beat Avery Sparrow. He undefeated though, but he's real good. Like,
what's he rated?
They don't even want to put him in the ranks. But he beat Edwin De Los Santos, who beat El Rayo. I mean, he beat him good too. A masterful class, and he was masterful class on Avery Sparrow as well. But but he had been calling for Devin after the De Los Santos fight. But they gave him Avery Sparrow, but Devin don't even mention that man's name. They called him the assassin. He 5'10". Big boy for that weight.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, all right, that's what's up. Yeah, but I mean, if he ain't in the rankings to fight Devin, I wouldn't call it a duck because got to get in the rankings.
Nah, they had him like at 8, and then somehow he got back out the rankings, and he ain't lost. He been winning.
What's his name again?
William Foster III.
Hold on, man. Let me do this so I don't forget this. All right, that's okay. Yeah, so I seen him for 15-0, 19 knockouts. Yeah, okay, yes, that's what's up.
Yeah, he's a masterclass performance, and he got power. But he's a pure boxer with power, and he knows how to fight big too. Like, he's 5'10", so he keeps his opponents away from him, but he can also fight inside, and he got power with it too.
All right, that's what's up. I keep a notice on him, brother. Thank you for the correction, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and I had one more thing. I've been sitting here watching all the reports and looking at everything on the Bud situation.
Yes, sir.
At first I thought Bud was scared to fight Spence and everything right there. Then I realized Bud just slow business minded. See, Bud was ready for this fight. Bud, like Bob Arum said, is about the money. Bud, he was already in hype for the fight when he sat there and told Spence, I got 25 for both of us. See, Bud, in his mind, he feel like, he still think he the A-side, he a diva like that. He feel like he says he just want to be treated fair. He feel like he's supposed to get with that. And see, in his mind, he had 25 mil on the table for him and Spence. So when they shot that down, that kind of knocked the fight out of his mind, because the way he thinks, look, we could have got 25 million apiece, and if y'all trying to give me something lower than that, then why am I gonna sign? This is the way he thinks, though. This is not logically. He's like Al Heyman said, why you want to cap yourself? See, Bud, his fights don't do well. And see, he's so used to not dealing off the back end. He didn't realize that Errol was offering him a chance of a lifetime. Like, look, me and you go in here because this is what bosses do, because bosses don't have guarantees. When you a boss and you start up your company, you don't have a guarantee. You either win or you don't. You lose or you fail or you succeed. And what Errol was letting them know, like, look, we're going to split all this money right here, but we're not getting a guarantee because that's the promoter paying us. We're the promoters and the fighters. So all the risks go on us. And he don't realize that, he sells 600,000 copies. That's more than 25 million a piece. But see, he was just thinking about that 25 million. Because after Errol said about the back end, he went around and went to Al Heyman with it. And Al talked about he ain't letting nobody touch the fight. And then he was like, well, how come? Like, he didn't get it through his mind. So he felt like they didn't want him to make no money. Because, he has a small logic. He's not thinking outside the $25 million. He's not thinking residuals. He's not thinking about, all this extra money that he's leaving on the table. That's how people get caught on record deals. They take that upfront money, then they end up losing their daggone masters and all this money right there. They stuck into a 360 contract. And that's what he was willing to do. He should have realized that the people was willing to give you $50 million for the fight. Then they're not doing it for free. They know his money on the back end and they trying to make it. You're gonna leave it on the table. But see, he's used to guarantees. And he think, guarantee I'm my own boss. No, that just makes you a glorified worker. You just a well-paid worker. And if they can get him that 25 million, he would have signed that fight. But ever since he realized he's not getting 25, and then they talk about no guarantee, he felt like they was trying to shortchange him. Because, I used to think basic like that when I was like 6 or 7 years old, though. You feel me? Then I realized the way business works. So that's what really happened. So if they can get around to that and try to get him to figure out that you're going to get more than that 25 million, bro, then he'll sign it. Because I seen it. He wanted that 25 million. He wants that money grab. He's trying to get his cash grab and get up out of there. But see, this last fight he did, it made his stock look bad. But Earl's a real man right there. He's not even going to try to do the man dirty. He could have did him dirty the first time, and he didn't. He gave him a chance to make the money. And Crawford talking about fights ain't selling. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson just did 1.6 million. They just did 1.6 million at the age of 50. So they got to get trust. He got to get trust and trust the process. And if they can get it right there, then he'll sign it though, because he wants money. That's all Terence care about is money. Because I went through all the videos and seen it though. But I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time, brother.
No, you're not holding up my time, man. I appreciate
Oh,
that, man.
okay.
Like,
Yeah,
only
'cause
thing
you
I
look
would
at
add
it, you
to
look
it.
at it.
What is
Go ahead,
that?
brother.
No,
No,
that's the
I
only
said, go
thing
ahead,
I
go
would
ahead.
add. Yeah, the only thing I would add to that is, I think a big hurdle is going to be, I just don't know, man. I don't know if he's going to be willing to leave or not do work with BOK Prime. I just think that thing feels a little bit more permanent to me because of the way people are talking about getting back into negotiations. If he already agreed to everything and he just wanted to fight this year, and that was it, right? But he would agree to everything else, including the network, including the venue, including the the money and all of that, then there's nothing to negotiate. You just say, okay, give me that offer that we agreed to, and when can we do it?
See,
Right? But
yeah, I thought about that as
negotiations
well.
again.
I
Yeah.
thought about that as well, but you see, now he wouldn't be okay because everybody kept talking about Terence needs representation. I was thinking he might sign his rights to the fight over to BOK to get the guarantee and try to let BOK try to deal with Al Heyman and them. That's what I was thinking he was going to end up doing because he wants his guarantee.
That's what
He
they
don't.
want to do. They want to negotiate for the fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zab Judah said that on BOK Prime. They're like, yeah, we can make that fight. Like, we had the money. Yeah, we can make that Errol Terence Crawford fight. They want that. They want, if that fight is going to happen, they want that fight to be on BOK Prime.
Yeah, Al Heyman ain't going for that right there,
It's
bro.
not going to happen. Hey, let me get to these super chat though, brother. Thank you, Upper Echelon.
Right,
Hey,
no
y'all,
problem, man.
make sure y'all subscribe to Upper Echelon's channel, man. Talk that boxing, brother, because you definitely know what you're talking about, bro. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, bro. You keep on staying real, bro. That's all you know.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Definitely will, man. Definitely will. All right, brother. Peace.
Peace.
My man, Palm Wine Guy says, hey, man, respect for being a classy dude. We need more like you, keeping the conversation elevated. I'm trying, bro. I can go low sometimes too, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can get ignorant for sure. And my man, Aaron Hopkins in the Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for that $10 holler on that Cash App. Says channel support, brother. That means a lot, brother. I see you second, Rick Timms. Gonna hit you right after this one. Thank you, brother, for that $10 holler. And Xena360 said, if Buzz signed to be okay, the fight will never happen. I just don't think that fight is ever going to happen. I doubt very much that fight is ever going to happen, if that's the case. Because those guys, dude, like I said, man, like the whole BOK Prime thing is funny, but not like I wouldn't support BOK Prime. Good luck to him. But the whole thing is really, really funny, real funny looking. And I doubt very much that Al Heyman and those guys, that they're really going to, they may not want to do business with them. I mean, there's some questions out there about those dudes. Much love in that super chat, Zenith 360. What's going on, man? Rick Timms the third in the building. What's happening with you, man?
Fanon, what's up with it, man?
Man, I'm chilling. Can't complain about a thing, man. Just, waiting for my family to get back in town, and they get back tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, I'm good, brother. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, good deal, good deal. Oh man, I didn't chime in or talk nothing about Bud. I'm done talking about Bud till holler at me when Bud get in the ring with Errol or Boots. Then we can talk about Bud again. I got two questions though.
Yes, sir.
How do you picture Jermaine Ortiz facing Frank Martin going?
I got Frank Martin, man. I got Frank Martin in that. I think that Jermaine Ortiz is a good fighter, though, man. Jermaine Ortiz is a good fighter, but I think that I just think that he's going to have a little bit more difficulty with Frank Martin than he had with Lomachenko. But it'll be a good fight. I would have to look more at Jermaine Ortiz and just need to see a little bit more of him. But I'll take Frank Martin on that. I just think Frank Martin's one of the top. I think he's one of the top 5 lightweights. That's what
I got you. All right, look, check this out. Now, this here an off the wall question that just kind of crossed my mind about the heavyweight division, the current heavyweight division, compared to the heavyweight division in the past, the 70s, 80s, even the 90s. As far as the absence of the top American heavyweight, because right now Tyson Fury pretty much is the best heavyweight out there. We got Usyk. He didn't crash the heavyweight division. So my question to you is, I feel like our best heavyweights that we have potentially in boxing are playing other sports, instead of, being boxers. Like some of these guys playing tight end, linebacker, even, defensive ends. Some of them dudes could be hell of a boxers. Why do you feel like the American heavyweight have disappeared from the upper echelon of the boxing world?
I don't think they have. I don't think the American heavyweight has disappeared from the upper echelon. You got Andy Ruiz, you have Deontay Wilder, you've got Jared Anderson coming up. There's another guy, I can't remember the name of that other young heavyweight coming up. But I mean, I would say, but I understand what you mean. I just don't think that boxing is, like you said, is tracking the top athletes. But I wouldn't say football as much as I'll say basketball. Like, I think more of the guys that are the better heavyweights would have been are basketball players, more guys that are like, 6'4", 6'5", but very, very athletic, fast feet with really good, coordination and the such. I don't know about that for none. I love football and basketball both, and I notice a difference between the guys that play football on the basketball court compared to the basketball guys that try to come play football. Them basketball guys don't like that contact too much. So I picture them football players being a little bit more aggressive in that ring than basketball players. Well, football players are going to be different, though. But football players lift a bunch of weights. So if you're not going to be sitting there trying to bench 350 20 times and eating 50 pounds of steak to meet up and get in a basketball ring, a boxing ring. Football players play 30-second spurts. Basketball players will run up and down the court for minutes at a time. I don't think that they don't sit on the sidelines for half the game. You know what I mean? Like,
you speaking from from a fatigue. You speaking from the conditioning standpoint. I'm speaking just from the aggressive contact standpoint. So I feel you. I got you.
But anyway, like, I don't think those dudes ain't. I mean, like, for example, if you look at some of the best, like, I mean, Muhammad Ali probably, anyway, I like point guards, like guys like that. But I think most of the talent is in boxing. It is the guys that really are not big enough necessarily to play any of those other sports. So you got guys at 135, 147, 154, up to 160, right? Though up to 160, 5'10, 5'11, 160, right? And versus other countries, like UK really doesn't have those guys because those guys are playing soccer. So, like, when a lot of times people are, hey, Timmy Chip said, Merry Christmas. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Like, for example, the UK, like soccer players can be around that size, right? They can be 5'8", 5'9", they can be 6'2", right? Got a lot of, running around that those guys do. They got great footwork and all of that. The best athletes in the UK are going to play football, the soccer football, right? Where in the United States, those athletes are not going to be playing soccer. They're going to be playing football if you can get in and play football. But at a certain level, bro, that competition in football is bananas. So they may very well wind up boxing, and guys like Gervonta. I mean, Gervonta's a great athlete, but Gervonta's what, like 5'5" and a half? Like what's the other gymnast, right? Like he'd be a gymnast. That works. I mean, seriously, he's the perfect size for a gymnast.
Yeah.
Right? If he wants to go in gymnastics and wants to do backflips off of he wants to run it down and do the vaults and all of that stuff, he'd probably be a killer at gymnastics. He's built for that, right? But so I just think that that's what it is. But as far as like the heavyweights being done, I think all these heavyweights suck. I mean, like you got Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua gets, he got to the top of it. I just think if you get a reasonably skilled heavyweight that gets into the sport sometime and makes that decision around 15 or 16, I also say probably one of the biggest things are that Crunk Gym is spending a lot of time. It seems like they're keeping their doors open training Eastern European fighters. So a lot of the trainers in boxing right now that would be able to work with heavyweights are not really working with heavyweights, because that seems like that's like the treasure trove of the heavyweight division is out of the Crunk Gym, and every other fighter I see these guys working with are Eastern Europeans, and they're paying these guys big money to go, paying Crunk big money in order to get those guys to go to Crunk and have American trainers train them. Like, so, I just think it's a combination of that. But rest assured, someone's gonna pop out because it's gonna pop out because Deontay Wilder just made all that money. Deontay Wilder made all that money. It's not gonna get missed on somebody. But Deontay Wilder right now, I think, is the second best heavyweight. So I would not argue. I wouldn't say that the Americans have disappeared from the upper echelon. Why Deontay Wilder is arguably the second best heavyweight that there is, right? Because he lost to Tyson Fury, but he also put Tyson Fury on his back 4 times. He defended that title 10 times. That's a Hall of Fame level heavyweight. That's a Hall of Fame level heavyweight fighter right there, And then we'll see what Jared Anderson does. Of all the prospects in boxing, I think Jared Anderson looks the best out of all the heavyweights. Is the guy.
Either one. All right, hey man, I'm gonna get out your way. I'm gonna leave you with this. I remember you mentioning you was born the same day in the same hospital, and somebody else got all the athletic ability and you didn't.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Barry Sanders, the running back from the
best running back of all time. Him, yeah.
So, and man, he took all the light out of the building. But here's the story. But no, watch this though. My dad though played college football with his dad. And so Barry Sanders Sr., Barry Sanders Sr. is a football player. He played for Wichita State, but he only played, if I recall this correctly, he only played 1 year because he was in the streets. He was like a real street dude. But he said, now my dad, his high school, like many of the players around him went to the professional, played professional football. He got drafted to play professional baseball, right? So, he was that level of athlete. But he said, man, he saw Barry Sanders when Barry Sanders' dad there. He's like, Barry Sanders' dad was the best athlete he'd ever seen. He's like, that dude. He said his dad was so cold. He said his dad was so cold, but he couldn't stay in school because he was out just doing different things. So he was like, when he saw Barry Sanders, he was like, oh yeah, He's like, he ain't nothing, but he's like, Barry Sanders ain't nothing but his daddy. Ain't nothing but his daddy. Where his dad got out the streets and like put him in a scenario where he didn't get sidetracked. But that level of talent, he's like, his dad had that level of talent. So it just says a lot of really good athletes that are out there that get caught up in the mix, man. And it's always been like that. But yeah, Barry Sanders Sr. They said, man, Barry Sanders Sr. was like that. So just what it is.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler. Good deal.
All right, brother. You take care, man. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, man. Detroit said, oh, yeah, I can't stand it. He stole all of that. Emmitt Smith stayed too long for the record. Ain't no respect for that. Man, Barry, man, I don't want to talk about football, man, but come on. I was watching football during the time of Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders. Man, please. The best running back I've ever seen is Barry Sanders. Barry, and I'm a Bears fan. I love me some Walter Payton, but nah, bro. He ain't no Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was on that. But I haven't really been watching, I really haven't been watching football like that to really even like say what about Adrian Peterson. That's the last dude that I really watched. I was like, Adrian Peterson's like that, man. All right, so one more link, and if ain't nobody trying to talk about it, Merry Christmas to y'all. And I mean it. Gonna do this one more time. One more time. Period. He said, period. Pro football games. Bears 85. Well, yeah, 85 Walter Payton was nasty. It was nasty like that. Or 77. Actually, it's the 77. The 77. 1977 Walter Payton was like that. But still, if not Barry, it's Bo Jackson. Yeah, Bo Jackson's like that too. No joke. Bo Jackson was like that, man. He didn't have the durability though. He lost it on the durability. Barry had the durability. Pro football game. Okay, I got you. Big Baby beat up Tyson Fury in training camp so bad Fury said he had COVID on Parker. Marshall Falk, hey, you tripping? Anyway, it is what he said. That was a freak accident to me. It is what it is, but that freak accident ended it. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing freak accident about no tackle. He got hit in that mug and it got him. Just got him. It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If it gets you, it gets you. If you got, you got. Not much I can say. Keith Perry said, I heard what the guy said about all about Bud. I don't care, but knew he was going to get more than $25 million. He's a duck. Yeah, bro. Look, dude, it is what it is, man. That man ducked the fight. I'm not trying to put any pressure on Errol to fight that dude. You're not going to get that out of me because all that pressure to put him on him, all that does is encourage Terence Crawford to do the same thing again. So no, man. The boy that cried wolf, you cried wolf. You're the boy that cried wolf. Nah, the credibility is gone. I don't believe you want it, bro. When you get in the ring, when you actually get in, when you say, hey, man, send me a contract, I'll sign anything. Then I'll do that. Other than that, it seems like a media ploy to me where people are trying to just put him in a position where people talk about him fighting Errol and eventually turn around and try to blame Errol for not fighting him when he goes off and fights somebody else. You know what I mean? We've been around the block already. We see when you spin the block, you already know what's on the block. Your first time driving down the block, you don't know what's on the block. But when you circle back, dude, you know where all the houses are. Okay? I'm spinning the block. It's not my first time down the block. So don't tell me that I don't know what's on that block. All we doing is going back again. So we going back again. Nah, bro. We did this already. Why would he sign anything? Man, Ladarius Dickerson, go away, bro. Dude saying that's when I will believe it. When he says, send me the contract, I'll sign anything. That's when I believe he'll fight. He doesn't have to do that. I'm just telling you that's when I'll believe he has the fight. When he says, I agree to everything, and that's it, let's go. That's it. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. Because he already did it, man. I'm sorry. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. And I mean it. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Say you can't spin the block twice. Well, in Flint, anyway, I'm in Tennessee now. Hey, can't do it more than once because somebody, and they spin the block because they already see you coming. Walter Payton's blocking and yards after contact was next level. Yeah, man, he's a big, strong dude, man. He's a big, strong dude, man. Barry would have the entire defense looking for him every play and still couldn't stop him. Fun fact comparison with you and Barry, though. Yeah, dog. Barry Sanders, he sucked up all the athleticism, bro. He sucked it all up. Man. Sucked it all up. But look, man. Hey, man, this is like I'm saying, dude, I'm not believing nothing y'all say, man. Y'all trying to pitch. Y'all just trying to pitch it, and I ain't trying to hear it, bro. You trying to pitch it, and I ain't catching, bro. You trying to play me, man. Y'all trying to play people out there with that stuff. But look, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you so much for coming by the channel and supporting. But I'm about to enjoy the rest of my Christmas Day. And as you know, ain't nothing changed on Christmas Day. We'll be here in the morning. So if y'all feel like talking boxing, chopping it up, y'all can always, and if you want to talk about something else, click the link. The link is right there. So if you want to hit it, hit that link. Timmy Chip, sorry. He said, one mo, ho, 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 peace. Yes, sir. Much love in that super chat, and y'all enjoy y'all time with y'all day with y'all family today. And with that, Ladarius Dickerson hit the chat, man. He turned down guaranteed money. He turned down guaranteed money. He turned it down. He could have gotten guaranteed money. He turned down the guaranteed money. There you go. And it really doesn't even make a difference because the guaranteed money is going to count against the pay-per-view anyway. The only thing he's not getting is paid up front. That's it. He wants some money in case it flops. If it flops, hey man, I got my money, but you're not going to get anything. But you want enough money, man. Anyway, I could go on all that day, bro. He can't get guaranteed because he turned the guaranteed money down. That's why. He didn't want it. And he negotiated himself into a scenario where there was no upfront money. At which point in time, he should have just turned the fight down because he was not going to fight Terence. He wasn't going to fight Errol. My understanding is wasn't going to fight Errol for anything less than $15 million guaranteed. He wanted $25 million guaranteed. So he wanted $30 million, at least $30 million, them to spend at least $30 million for the fight before any pay-per-views were done. Right? And they're like, man, no, we can do 10. I can get you to 10. Okay? If you get a $10 million guarantee, Errol get a $10 million guarantee, we're at $20 million. Okay? $20 million, we're okay with that risk. Buds wants 15. So they say, how about this? How about neither one of us take a guarantee? Neither one of us. And we all just go off the back end. And he says, okay, I just want transparency and approval. And they say, okay. And he walked away and he took a fight against David Avanesyan. That's what happened. Vlad's dad said, thank you, Fanon. Hey, man, thank you, bro. Thank you, brother, for the support, man. Timmy Chip said, hey, whippings cost double-digit millions now. Back in the day, MFs just needed to know I can whip your ass and take that money. You know, hey, it's not like that anymore, bro. Y'all keep listening to Pro Profit Bud if you want to. Bud doesn't deserve a check at all at this. Seriously, Bud got dog, man. No. No. But look, man, I got to get out of here. Love, peace, and Soul Train. I'm out of here, brother.